What's up, everyone? Still adjusting everything here. Let me make sure I got that set up. What is up, everyone? Welcome to my happy holiday live stream that I'm doing for you guys. We're going to be talking about a variety of things, but man, I haven't been able to, to get my Q&As as much as I wanted to, as far as getting you guys' questions answered. So I'm terribly sorry about that, but I've dedicated a whole live stream to just basically talking about whatever you guys want. And stay tuned to after. Hold up. What is this? Okay, hold up. No, there we go. Okay, there we go. I had to pause something. So I've dedicated this whole stream to talking about what you guys want me to and just basically getting you guys' questions answered. So pretty cool stuff there. And stay tuned till after this, because after the Q&A, we're going to be having a live stream as well with Rayman Legends. So Rayman Legends, and I'll probably play a bunch of other games. So stick around. My daughter and my fiance, they both went out to some light show, and they know that I didn't want to go to it. So they're going to be out all night Christmas Eve. We're going to be opening presents at midnight. So it's going to be pretty cool. We're going to be opening presents at midnight. So I'll be playing video games till then. I'll probably stop like however long it goes. And then Christmas Day, I don't think I'll have anything up Christmas Day. I might like do like a video before I leave and just like schedule it, then upload it then. But yeah, there's gonna be tons of fun, guys. Tons of fun on Christmas. I think the past few days people have been really trying to overcomplicate things. Like I've seen videos from people that I'm like, man, it's not that big of a deal. Like I've seen articles and videos, people talking about like Switch. It's like, it's not that big of a deal, guys. Wii U failed. 3DS was popular. Everyone complained about games being on one system or another. Nintendo made a system to where you can play all their games. I mean, it's just that it's that simple. It's not rocket science. Nintendo made a system to where you can play all their games. It will be marketed and it will be shown off as such. It's not going to be, oh, well, it's a handheld because it's just not strong enough to be a console. Oh, it's a console because it's just not strong enough to be it's too strong to be a portable. It's like, yo, guys, chill. Chill. It will be marketed as a hybrid, just like they did on Fallon. It'll be marketed as a hybrid. Plain and simple. I mean, there's no, like I said, it's not rocket science. It will be marketed as a hybrid. It will be marketed as a system that you have right there. You can play it, and then you can pick it up and go somewhere else and play it. Just like they did on Fallon. Like, it's simple. Everybody talked about how complicated Nintendo's marketing was last generation, right? How confusing it was. Now we got people trying to confuse their own marketing at this point. It's like, well, no. Market it one way and let people think one thing, but then they won't think another thing because it's marketed this way. Like now people are trying to complicate their marketing. Now people are trying to complicate their marketing. It's like, really? You just complained that the marketing was bad and it was too confusing for casuals. And now you're trying to confuse the hell out of them with this stuff. Like, oh my gosh. Too much. It's just too much for me. It's too much. I can't take it. I can't take it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to be answering some questions. So you guys ask your questions on that link that I posted. So I'm going to be getting into that. I'll post the link again in the chat. Merry Christmas, Jumpmon. Merry Christmas, dude. Merry Christmas. What up, everyone, to the chat? Let me go ahead and say my what ups to everyone. What up, JCNBA28? What up, man? What up, Ashley Rodriguez? What up, Nintendo Examiner? This is sick. What up, man? King Loso 23. What up, John Boy 20? No, just John Boy. John Boy. What up? Some people with Bionic Asphalt. What up, man? What up? What up? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Ace Tech HD. What up, Dave J? What up, Nova Bushido? What up, man? Man, you guys are the reason why I do this. Like I said, I don't do this for money. I don't make a ton of money off this, and the money that I do make, I don't even get to see it. It goes straight to my daughter's college fund. But man, like every time I see you guys come out for these shows and I'll have like 50, 60, 70 people, however many people that I have in here, it's always great to see all the returning dudes and all the new people that come to these, man. It's so exciting to see all of you guys here. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Oh, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? Jason Nosai, what up, man? Magic Tech Review, what up? John Akala, what up? C Fine Coco, what up? Gamer Nate is back. Yo, shout outs to Gamer Nate. He is back. Yo, where is Gamer Nate at, man? I was sad to see that man go. Captain Obvious, what up? Joy-Con boys, Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Mario, what up, man? Chad's Evansdale, what up? Blandrew, what up, Blandrew? Is it Ozette? Ozette, what up? What up? Julay Lee B, what up? The Hindu, what up, bro? Lawrence RJ, what up, fam? Try Hard Black Guy, what up, man? And then I think Malcolm Clotter, what up? Jumpman, what up? AR Rash, what up? Xavier, what up? All right, man. All right. Yeah, so I'm brushing up on my Spanish. You know, I'm brushing up on my Spanish. You know, my daughter, she's learning some Spanish, so I'm trying to brush up a little bit myself. You know, I'm still horrible. The town that I live in still speaks 50% Spanish, and I still don't understand half the things some people are saying to me, especially in the area that I live in. We got these taco trucks, bruh. Not a lot of them speak English, but damn, do they make good burritos and tacos. That's all you got to say. Just like, yo, just give me the burrito and taco. That's just universal language. I don't even have to speak Spanish. I just like, just give me one of those. Give me that burrito right there. So yeah, good stuff, man. But I definitely need to brush up on my Spanish, man. All right. So let's go ahead and get into there. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let's get into this. So, like I said, I'll be posting. Let me post the link again. You can ask questions in this right here. So use that link to ask questions. I'm on the toilet. Okay, toilet humor here. All right, so the first question comes from Chaz Evansdale. How likely is it for the Switch to have voice chat and easy game invite and join features? This is a very good question. You guys all know that that I've been a very big proponent of this, and I would say that it's right now at this point, it's an 80% likely chance. So it's 80%, and I'll tell you the reason why it's 80%. It's 80%, it's that high because Nintendo is working with multiple companies who have already implemented these things in games before or in infrastructures before. DNA, a smartphone mobile company, is pretty much invested heavily into Nintendo. Nintendo's invested heavily into them, and they know how to make these type of systems. So I do think that there could be something like that for the Switch. And also, if you look at it, NVIDIA is the leader when it comes to PC and when it comes to, I would say, like the GeForce experience. Like if you guys haven't seen the GeForce experience, check out one of my videos where I did on there. It's very good. And they're actually even adding new features. And that GeForce experience runs on the NVIDIA Shield. It runs on all that stuff beforehand. And it's a very light OS type of thing. It doesn't take a lot to run it. So it's not going to be like, for example, like Microsoft or Xbox, like the Xbox, where you're running Windows 10. It takes so much of your OS RAM to run that. It's probably going to be a lightweight OS to where you're going to be able to have those features. So I would say that it's an 80% likely chance just because NVIDIA and DNA and Nintendo kind of knows what's at stake here. So I would say that, yeah, it's definitely very, very, very possible that they're going to be doing that. So yeah, good stuff there. Let's check out the newest comments or the newest first. Okay. So the next question comes from James. Is it Jameson or Jameson? Jameson. If the Switch doesn't eat into some of those free Japanese exclusives that the PS4 gets, I'll be highly disappointed. Your opinion? Yeah, I think I'll be disappointed too, Jameson. Like, that's the thing, man. Like, it needs to get those. Like, it definitely needs to get those IPs. It needs to get those games like I Am Setsuna. It definitely needs to get stuff like that. There should be no reason that game doesn't come to the Switch at some point. It needs to get stuff like Bravely Default. It needs to get stuff like Pokemon. It needs to get stuff like Persona. I think that's going to be a given. Like, it has to get those. And if Japanese developers, you know, if they really want to start selling their games more, because look, you can say what you want, but the PS4, it's selling okay in Japan, but it's still not enough. It's not enough to make a big dent. Like, you want to sell to a bigger fan base than that in your homeland. You need those domestic sales because that's the fastest to the money for the most part, you know. So, and the yen is strong. So, I mean, you definitely want to make sure that that you get that, and I hopefully that they do. We've seen a lot of guys like Grasshopper Manufacturer. We've seen what else? There's been more developers that are on that list that they put out, and a lot of those were Japanese developers. So I don't think there should be any issue with that. But good question, man. All right, next one comes from Dave J. As a fan of handheld, I am worried if all of the handheld games coming to Switch will cost $50 and up, because there is no stopping the game publishers of the NS to jack the price for games that used to be $30 to $40. What's your take? Are you worried, or do you think it's a justified sacrifice? I'll answer your last question first. Yes, it's a justified sacrifice, because you have to realize, like, the jump from the Nintendo 3DS to the Nintendo Switch is the largest jump ever. Like, for like, seriously, this is a massive jump in power. This is bigger than like PS2 to PS3. That was a huge jump from PS2 to PS3. This is bigger than PS2 to PS3. The 3DS is weaker spec-wise, just raw specs. It has a couple shaders and other stuff different they can do better than the Wii, than the original Wii. But overall, the 3DS is weaker than the Wii. You're going from basically weaker than the Wii all the way to something that could be as powerful as an Xbox One or modern architecture can get it in that ballpark. Being able to run Unreal Engine 4, which can't even really run, which doesn't run on the Vita. And Vita is a lot stronger than the 3DS. So this is a massive jump if you're looking at it from a pure handheld standpoint. So yeah, it is a sacrifice that you're just gonna have to take that L. You're just gonna have to take that L and pay more for those games. Now, here's the thing though, guys. Developers will be able to price their games the way that they want to. So not every single Nintendo Switch game is going to be $60. Not every single one. Like if you have an I Am Setsuna, which is what you would kind of see on a PS Vita or something like that, or a Nintendo 3DS, that's still going to be a $20 game, maybe a $30 game. That's still not going to be a major, expensive game. Like you look at Atlus's games. I don't think Atlus, as far as some of the stuff that they do, like let's say they make a Persona Q2. I don't think Persona Q2 is all of a sudden going to be $60. I think it's going to be $49, or it might even be $39. Who knows? But I think the pricing when it comes to this, because of the range of power that they can work with, especially in handheld mode to console mode, I think that it can definitely warrant the prices being lower. So you're not going to take a complete L, but you're going to take a little bit. You're going to take somewhat of an L, and it is just a sacrifice that you're just going to have to bite, because you don't have to buy two consoles anymore. So you save money there. All right, good question, man. Next one comes from Nova Bushido. The GameCube had some of my favorite Nintendo games that I still play today. Which GameCube games would you like to see revived? Well, to me, it comes as more of a business standpoint, and it also comes from just me personally. First, from a business standpoint, Super Smash Bros. Melee. That has to be there. I mean, it blows my mind the possibilities that could happen with this, because technically you will have the Smash community once again united, not on the game that they play, but on the system that they play on. I saw competitive Smash Bros. Melee players go out and buy a Wii just because it was backwards compatible, it supported the widescreen, and it was just easier setups for them to have one game at tournaments. If you're playing Smash Bros. Brawl, you're playing Project M, and you're playing Melee, you need one system. All you need is one system, because if you look at all the tournaments, Melee is played on the Wii. But going forward, for these guys not to have to lug around CRT TVs, and if they can play that on the lagless monitors that they already have for Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, you just bring your Switch there. It creates such a better tournament scene. It creates all those people like Mango, like Armada, like all those dudes. They're all going to go out and buy a Switch and get Super Smash Bros. Melee, so they don't have to play on CRT TVs anymore. So, or at least I know a lot of other people are. So, very important for Super Smash Bros. Melee to be on the GameCube Virtual Console. As far as what I want to see, I want to see Eternal Darkness. I would like to see Skies of Arcadia Legends. I would like to see. There's a lot of games. Metal Gear Solid, Beautiful Joe. Man, there's so much stuff that they can put on there. So yeah, just a ton of games. And you said, or GameCube games revived. Okay, I'm guessing just think on the Virtual Console. But I don't know. I'm not sure if you're thinking about like like remade, like remastered? I mean, I don't know, but yeah, I think I answered your question. All right, we're gonna move on. I spent a lot of time on that one, so I'm gonna try to get some meaty answers to you guys. These aren't gonna be like single, just like one word or two word answers or whatever the case is, you know. So definitely gonna try to do that. All right, woo! Here come the questions. All right, try hard black guy. Do you think the Switch will receive Persona 5? I have no idea if Sony has a part in it or not. Also, do you think Switch may have compatibility to Windows in some way, such as streaming PC games? Now, whoo, he's kind of bringing that heat, man. Jesus Christ. Okay, so will the Switch get Persona 5? I give it a 50-50 chance. If it sells and it does so well, I think they're probably working on something. But if the Switch sells and it does well, then yeah. And it also depends on the sales of the PS4, or as far as the sales of Persona 5 on the PS4, how those are doing next year, like to see if there's to warrant a port. So I'll give it a 50-50 at this point. And do I think Switch will have compatibility with Windows? No, I don't think there's going to be any compatibility with Windows for streaming PC games because that eats into your own Nintendo's own market for the eShop. So I don't think that will happen. All right, next question comes from, is it Dav and 23? How good of a sign is it that Switch is supporting next-gen APIs? It's the best freaking sign. It's the best freaking sign that you can see. The fact that Switch supports Vulkan, OpenGL, the latest versions, Unreal Engine 4, like that's huge, guys. That's huge. That's going to be very key into Nintendo getting early third-party support. Now, sustained third-party support is going to matter on sales. It's going to matter on sales. But guys, you just have to realize some games, no matter what, are not going to come to the Nintendo Switch because some developers might not think it's worth the investment. Even if it had the same amount of specs, everything was even across the board, some games just won't come because some developers don't think it's worth even the extra time as far as investment, because you still do have to make things in particular for each device. You can't just say like one fits all for like, even with Microsoft and Sony. If that was the case, then you wouldn't have had two different developers for for Tomb Raider, the remastered. So Tomb Raider, they remastered the one from the PS3 and 360 on the PS4 and Xbox One. If they had two different developers make those ports, why do you have two different developers make those ports? You know why? Because it's work that you still have to do on each system, taking advantage of each one. So even if it was similar like the Xbox and PS4 are, you still need to take the time to make it for that system. So some developers just aren't going to want to make that investment because they just don't feel the game will sell on their system. Now, for example, if the Wii, let's just say, for example, the Wii and the Wii U, all of the third-party games that released on those systems sold like crazy, sold like Nintendo games, then we wouldn't even be having this conversation at all. Whatever Nintendo puts out, it could be a damn toaster, and it'd be it would get those games. So that's the thing, guys. It really comes for a lot of developers. It comes down to the sales and how they feel it's going to sell on any said given platform, whether then it's specs and stuff like that. A lot of people use that as like scapegoats and stuff for things, but yeah, a lot of it comes down to sales, to be honest. Sales of how much your system sells and how much do those games think the developers are going to sell. All right. Next from Blanju. Do you ever think about okay, hold up, I can't read. You ever think about what the cases for Switch games are going to look like? Actually, yes, I do. Like size, color, etc. Do you think we'll see cases along the lines of 3DS, Wii U, or somewhere in the middle like PS4? Do you think the main color will be red with Nintendo going back to their roots? This is a really good question because I was actually thinking about this, and actually I was thinking about making a video on it, and I think it would be, okay, so just for reference, guys, 3DS, I'm looking at my 3DS cases. For large part, if you go back to the DS, the cases were just like black, and then it was based on the art. So you can have all sorts of different color cases for the Nintendo DS. And I think that's what they're going to do. They're going to go back to the cases really that are just kind of whatever is based on the art of the game. Now, that might not be the best thing to do, but the DS is their best selling system of all time. So maybe they go back to that, because if you look at DS games, actually, let me go grab one for you guys, just so you guys can get a visual of what I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. All right, so I can explain it better like this. Okay, so like all of Nintendo's games, like 3DS, Wii U, they all have kind of like this white outlining factor to it. You know, they're all the cases white, no matter what the art is, it's always going to look, you know, like white on there. Whereas with the Nintendo DS, it was black. I mean, that was the color that's on the back, but the front of it was a lot of just based on the art. And even going to the back of it, a lot of it was just based on the art. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. They might go back to something like this, you know, where it's just kind of like it segments it off. You have whatever you're saying, like, you know, whatever the system is, and then it's just really kind of just based on the art around it. So I mean, that's what they could do. So we'll see. But I don't know. I don't know what the main color theme. I think maybe the main color could be like the grayish that they have, gray and red. I think that would create some really cool box arts if the color was like gray and red. But holy smokes, we got 87 people in here. What up to all the people watching? Thanks for joining, guys. I appreciate that. So yeah, that was a good question, man. That was a good question. All right, next comes from another one from Dave. Is it Dave and 23? Why do you think gamers believe the PS4 and Xbox One has newer tech than the Switch when the Switch's tech came out a couple years after PS4 and Xbox One was released? It's just ignorance. Yeah, I'm not sure if they just think that. Gamers are very simple-minded. A lot of gamers don't think outside the box when it comes to these things. They think in a very simple way. They like to just see, like, I mean, and this dates back to, you know, like to the old days of like the NES or like the Super Nintendo, 16-bit, you know, 32-bit, 64-bit. All they want to know is like the bits. Like they won't think about anything else, you know, when it comes to these things. They don't think about architecture. They don't think about any of that. And it's even funny hearing people who are complaining about specs and who are complaining about that. Then all of a sudden you start hearing about, and then then they just ignore modern architecture. They ignore a lot of the new stuff that these things can do. So that's why I said, let's just wait till we see the eye test. Because at this point, like with technology is so advanced, and like my PC blows away PS4 and Xbox One, but sometimes you wouldn't even be able to tell that my PC blows away PS4 and Xbox One because the games freaking look identical. Now, outside of frame rate, because I have like my processor in my computer is really fast. It's like an i7. It's like just a really good processor. So I get a really good frame rates. But outside of that, like Deus Ex, like I played Deus Ex Mankind Divided on my Xbox One, and then I'm playing it on my PC, and it literally looks the same outside of, like, of course, anti-aliasing looks a little bit sharper, but man, they look alike. So, I mean, and my PC is way stronger than PS4 and Xbox One. So let's just wait till the eye test. Let's just see how it looks, and let's just see how it runs before we start saying these things. But really what it comes down to is a lot of gamers just in general, they like to just like take the, you know, just look at it from a very basic and simple way because most of them don't understand tech. And I'm not saying that I do, but what I do understand is my eyes. And I can understand like when I see something. So I need to see it first. I need to see how it runs. I need to see everything before I make an accurate assessment as far as compared to PS4 and Xbox One with Switch and all that, you know. So we'll see. All right. If you guys want to ask questions, I will post a link in the chat right now, so you guys can definitely ask. There's the link posted. And we'll go to the newest first. Okay, so more questions here. Kevin Chambers with a question. Let's just assume Switch is so underpowered it won't fall at all in line with multi-plat third-party support. That's already like not true, but we already know that it's not true with, okay, he says that himself. We already know that's not true with Dragon Quest 11 and Sonic. I've agreed with you that the flood of first-party and niche market things like cornering low-cost Japanese exclusive titles shouldn't be underestimated. Do you think that is good enough for it not to succeed but thrive off of? Or do you think absolutely it needs to secure already existing AA Western devs market? The thing is this, I can only go off of what I've seen before. I mean, you can make a Michael Pachter prediction, which is easy to do, but here's the thing. I have seen Nintendo thrive with first-party games, with a lot of first-party games and Japanese support. It's called the Nintendo 3DS, guys. Everyone doubted when they said, we're going to make a system that has barely any more horsepower and like 3D face tracking, the new Nintendo 3DS. We're not really going to make any exclusive games for it. We got like 1 or 2. People said this thing's not going to sell. People are just going to buy the regular 3DS. Everyone went out and bought another new Nintendo 3DS. I went out and bought a new Nintendo 3DS. Everyone went out and bought a new Nintendo 3DS. Nintendo continues to sell 3DS. So if you consider 61 million units plus, even though it didn't reach the DS, if you consider that thriving, then I would say, yes, that's fact. We have seen Nintendo thrive off of Japanese games and a lot of first-party support. Now, going forward, if you look at what they like, let's say you add all the Wii U's games to the Nintendo 3DS, you beef up the system, and you add Japanese third-party games that we've already seen that the 3DS didn't get sometimes, or they'd get like a weirder version of it, but you get a console version of that. In addition to more Japanese support and a little bit of Western support, you can't sit here and say that that formula hasn't worked, because it has. It's the Nintendo 3DS. So I would say that, yes, if you consider 60 million plus, if that's like the lifetime goal that the Nintendo Switch gets to, then I would say, yeah, they've done it before. And they don't need to absolutely secure existing AAA support. They don't need to do that if you consider the 3DS a massive success or a success. If you don't, then obviously, yes, they would need that Western support so they can get more sales, because the PS4 is at 50 million in a lot less time. And it's definitely going to catch the 3DS at some point very soon here with the PS4 Pro sales and the really big sales. Like all in my town, I mean, I live in a town of, nearly 400,000 people, or a city, I should say. And there was like no PS4 Pros anywhere. Like they were sold out of PS4 Pros. And we get a lot of PS4 Pros. We got GameStops around every freaking corner. We've got Walmarts here. We've got multiple Walmarts. We've got Best Buy. We've got so many tech places here that sell stuff. And I didn't see a PS4 Pro anywhere I went, for Christmas shopping. So that tells you something, especially in a town as big as mine. So, or a city as big as mine. So, and I live near LA. So yeah, man, I mean, they're definitely going to keep selling. So I don't think necessarily they need to secure all AA devs, but I think getting some like Ubisoft, Bethesda, getting some key ones in addition to everything else, will make a good market for them. All right, next one comes from James Son. Should Nintendo make an ambitious cinematic game this generation like The Last of Us? I think they should make an ambitious cinematic game, but not necessarily cinematic in like gameplay wise. I think it should definitely be a Nintendo game to where it plays like, it plays and it has like content, and it's not like, like an Uncharted type of experience, like where you're auto jumping and things like that. I don't necessarily think they should make something like that. But if you mean like, great cutscenes and, great voice actors and, things like that, then yeah, I definitely think Nintendo should make something like that. And, next question comes from Dave and at 23. Why do you think PS4 and Xbox fans like to call Switch? Why do you keep on? You got to preface it with that. PS4 and Xbox One fans like to call Switch ports inferior when anything that's not on the PC is inferior port. That's what I find funny. That's what I find funny. I find it like yeah, that is funny. That is funny. Because anything from PC, the problem that I have is like when PS4 and Xbox One dudes act like their system is as strong as a PC. That's what I don't like. I'm like, okay, hold up here. And then all that, but then they try to talk down to guys like me because I like Nintendo. I'm like, hold on here. First of all, one, don't sit here and act like I don't have a PS4 or Xbox One. I've got a PS4. I got an Xbox One. Not only that, but I got an Xbox One Elite controller. So don't sit here and talk to me like I don't know anything about PS4 or Xbox One, okay? And I got an iBuyPower, really nice iBuyPower PC. So I have all that. But to me, it's just funny because I have the PC games, I play them, and I guess there is a downgrade. It is inferior. But I just find it when they're saying, oh, well, it's going to be more inferior. It's like, well, dude, your game's already inferior in the first place. So what does it matter? Like, so yeah, I mean, I do find it funny, but I mean, it's like whatever, Dave and 23. Do you think third-party devs have a good chance to gain a new fan base while releasing collections for franchises that have never been on Nintendo consoles like Dark Souls? Yeah, I think Dark Souls has a good chance to get more sales. I think Skyrim, that's never been offered. The Elder Scrolls has never been offered to Nintendo fans. I think that game in particular is going to do well just based on Nintendo fans just kind of waiting for a version that they can play. So I definitely see that happening as well. I know Monster Hunter was a PS2 exclusive franchise, and then it switched over to Nintendo, and Nintendo fans just took it, right in with open arms, So that could be the same thing with Dark Souls and with, and games like that. And the next question from Dave and 23: How dope would a see-through purple Switch be? I don't know. I don't know if I want to see through purple Switch. All right, we got some more. We got a lot of questions lining up here. Okay, next question comes from, hey man, you guys ask some questions. We're getting people that are doing repeat questions. Ask your questions right here. I'll post the link in the chat. Ask your questions right there, guys. So yeah. Let's see here. Next one. Nova Bushido. Another question here. This one's a long one, so let me get ready to read this. I felt like recently Nintendo has focused more on innovating on controls rather than mechanics of their games themselves. Exceptions being Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Splatoon, and Xenoblade. Do you agree with me? Do you also think Nintendo will focus more on expanding the games themselves? And which game would you like to see them put massive effort into? For me, it'd be Star Fox. I'd like to see more story-driven game that lasts longer, character development and stuff, upgrade mechanics. I don't think I'm the only one who's interested in like Lilac Wars. First of all, let me just talk to your point at the end there. Yes, Star Fox does not need to be a cheap-ass franchise because that's what they've made Star Fox into. They've made it into a cheap-ass franchise. The presentation of Star Fox was always cutting edge or near that, or it gave you the impression that it would be cutting edge. Going all the way back to like the NES or the Super Nintendo. When I was a kid, you never saw those little text bubbles come up with the people's faces. Blah blah blah. Talking like that was just that was crazy to me as a kid, like growing up. And then on Star Fox 64, you had voice acting. To me, that was cutting edge. The graphics, like the reflection, like when you were going down and like in Corneria or the first level or whatever, and you were flying and you saw that reflection. To me, that was cutting edge. Like Star Fox was like always about like the best looking that system can produce. Not necessarily cutting edge, like as far as tech goes for everything, but the best that they can do and like, high presentation. But to me, like with Star Fox, like they never got past it. Like when they went to the GameCube, it was okay, but they did not take the next step that I would have liked to see. And then on top of that, like then when they went to like the DS, like it just wasn't. They need to put more effort, like you're saying in today. They need to put more effort into it. It needs to be more than what it is. It needs to have a better story. They need to stop remaking Star Fox 64's story, and they need to really put the time and love that this franchise got with Star Fox 64 originally. And Star Fox 64 sold, 4 million units on the N64, then it sold another million on the 3DS. So, yeah, they definitely need to bump it up. And it can't just be so basic. Like, I agree with you. Like, enough of just shoot, and then like you get hit and your upgrades disappear. Like, get us like a weapon, like get us like a real bounty system. We're getting paid, aren't we? Star Fox, they're mercenaries. If they're mercenaries, they should be getting paid for their missions. They should be spending that money on upgrades for their ships and for their stuff. Like, is there a reason why we're not getting paid? Like, we ain't seen a damn dollar from that stupid dog. Good luck. He hasn't paid us nothing. We haven't seen a damn dollar. I want my money. I want my money. And I want to be able to spend it on better R-Wings. I want to be able to spend it on faster. And I want to be able to take that online customization and play with my friends. That's what I want. Make Star Fox great again. Now that I got that out of the way, let's get to the rest of your question. So, yeah, you're right, dude. They need to make sure that they do normal controls, and I think that they're getting back to that. I think the Wii and the Wii and the Wii U, they were kind of diversions. They were trying to do a lot of different stuff, but with the Nintendo Switch, you see them getting back to more of of a normal style. I'm trying to read the chat here. You guys are cracking me up with some of these. OJ fighting for better pay. OJ, you're slashing it, no pun intended. So yeah, I think they're going to get back to the more normalized style of play from what we're seeing here. I mean, they're even bringing over some of the games that were heavy on motion controls and stuff like that, like Splatoon, and they're bringing that over to the Switch. So yeah, I think they're going to get back to that, and we're seeing Mario Kart and and all that. So yeah. If you guys want to ask questions, you guys can ask questions in this chat. I will post it right here, guys, on the discussion page. You can ask some questions right here. So yeah, good question, Nova. We need a T-shirt saying "Make Star Fox Great Again." I'll do this, guys. If I will fund that T-shirt, guys. Look, listen. If I get enough people to pre-order, if I can, I will make a PlayerEssence Make Star Fox Great Again T-shirt. If I get enough of you guys to pre-order, if I can get like 20 to 30 people to pre-order it, like to guarantee, like send, like I'll have a PayPal link and send me the money guaranteed, and I'll have it up like on Teespring or something like that, or at least like a poll. If I can get at least 20 to 30 people to do that, I will make a PlayerEssence Make Star Fox Great Again T-shirt. I will definitely do that. Said done, pre-order done. All right, man. Yeah, definitely. So we got to make Star Fox great again. LJ, can you ban Ricky Spanish? I haven't even noticed who's Ricky Spanish. My name is Ricky Spanish. Okay, so next one comes from Sky Sands 2008. What's your comment on the Pokemon Prism issue? I have no comment. These people need to stop making fan games. Like, obviously, you know what's going to happen. You know what's going to happen. It's like saying, man, I'm really hungry. I'm going to steal something. And there's like a cop standing right there. You know what's going to happen. If you steal, you're going to get in trouble. Plain and simple. I have no comment on this. It is copyright infringement. I don't have to like it. It's not about what I like or what you like. It does not matter. It is copyright infringement. You are taking someone else's work. You are using that, and you are releasing it on a platform for free when they are still selling current games on the market. Copyright infringement. Why do people continue to make a big deal about this crap? Jesus. And I'm not saying that you are, Sky Sand, but I hear people complaining and whining and blaming it. It's copyright. It's not fair use. It's copyright. Jesus Christ. No, Nintendo doesn't need to stop shutting them down. They don't. It's copyright. It's copyright infringement. That is against the law. Do you not understand? It is against the law. That is copyright infringement. Nintendo is in 100% of their right to take down something that is clearly ripping off their stuff that they use. That is, God, some Nintendo fans sometimes. Like, it's illegal. It's illegal. You guys don't understand this. Taking a game that is not yours and releasing it on PC for free is illegal. Jesus Christ. I don't care if Sega doesn't. Sega is in no position that Nintendo is in. Sega lets people remake and stuff like that because nobody buys Sonic anymore. Because nobody buys their crap. I guarantee you Sega would not let people do that back in the Genesis days when Sonic was strong and Sonic used to sell. I guarantee you they would not let people make games and release them on PC for free. They would not be proponent. They will not be hyping that stuff up. But Sega is not in a position to tell people to stop because their franchises are bleeding. Sonic is bleeding. Jesus Christ, why are people so tone deaf to this thing? I don't get it. Sega allows it because it builds a strong community. Sega allows it because their games don't sell like Nintendo's. That's why Sega allows it. Sega started doing that because obviously Sonic has lost so much popularity. Here's the thing. Kobana Mani, or was it Kobana Mani? Kobana Mani, that guy that plays a lot of Sega games or plays a lot of Sonic games, he's more popular than Sonic. More people rather watch him play Sonic games than people actually go out and buy Sonic games. Kobe single-handedly is carrying the Sonic franchise because it's DOA. He's the only guy, and even at this point, he doesn't even play Sonic games that much anymore. But he's the only hope that franchise has left is that one YouTuber. Dude got over a million YouTube subscribers because he plays Sonic. There's not Sonic games that sell over 1 million units. How are you gonna have a YouTuber who got more sales than the actual Sonic games? Oh my god. Nintendo is definitely in the right, but they're being little shits. No, they're not. They're not being little shits. They're not. Lots of companies shut down fan projects. It's not being a little shit. It's called protecting your IP. If you're selling your games in the market, you don't want people you don't want people downloading that for free and thinking it's okay. It sets a dangerous precedent for them to be doing that. They shouldn't be. And I do not condone anyone taking a game that's not yours and releasing it on PC for free. I don't suggest doing that. If you want to make a game that's based off of like a Nintendo franchise, make up your own characters, make up your own things, stop using their name in it, and say this is a homage to Pokemon, or this is a homage to Mario, or anything like that. Like, don't make your own game. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's Metroid game, like Metroidvania. There are so many developers who have made Metroid-style Vania games. Do they have to take Metroid and copyright, and copyright infringe it? No. Make your own style game and release it on PC for free. Stop taking someone else's IP and releasing it on PC for free. Stop. That's illegal. Jesus. Well, yeah, I mean, he said basically do what Sony did with PlayStation All-Stars. I mean, but okay, but can you fault them for that? No. Like, Sony, they wanted to make a game that was just like Smash Brothers. They wanted to make a couple different things that's mixed into there. So then what did they do? They took their own game, they used their own characters, and they made a game. Okay, nothing wrong with that. And there were so many Nintendo fans getting so butthurt about that game that it copied Smash Brothers, but I didn't. That's flattering. If I was a developer, like there are so many people who ask me for tips, and some YouTubers that have started making channels that were kind of copying my format or my style. But to me, that's flattering. If someone wants to do something that I'm doing or like that I'm doing or like that, I'd be like, cool. You know what I'm saying? Go out there and do it. That's flattering to me. I think Nintendo was flattered when Sony decided to make PlayStation All-Stars. I don't think there's a big problem with that. I really don't think there's a problem. And I know Nintendo fans were going off on this game. I'm like, why? There's all the people that made PlayStation All-Stars, they were all big Nintendo fans. They had Nintendo Wiis in the office. I mean, obviously they can't make Smash Brothers, but they can make their own game, right? I mean, so I don't see what the problem was with that game. Yes, Smash is way better. We're not comparing the actual, the games as far as the quality. I'm just saying, to me as a creator, because I create content on YouTube, if someone wants to style something like me or do my videos like me or, have inspiration from me to make something, I find that flattering. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But yeah, let's see. I think I have a question here in the chat. Let me just answer it before it goes away. This is from Michael Smith. Do you think NVIDIA would really just plop an X1 in the Switch? Can you give your full opinion on that? Okay. I will give my full opinion on that. No, they won't. And the reason why Nintendo would not plop an X1 into the Nintendo Switch is because what Nintendo has said and NVIDIA has said about the Nintendo Switch. Let me try to find the comment on that. NVIDIA comments on. If anybody has the link handy, can you post a link to what NVIDIA said about Nintendo as far as what they're doing with the Nintendo Switch? Can somebody post that in the chat if someone has that handy or something? Let me see. Okay, I think I got it here. Okay, so so this is what they've said about the about it. They said that they've let's see here. Nintendo Switch's gaming experience is also fully supported with it's custom software, including revamped physics engines, new libraries, advanced game tools and libraries. NVIDIA additionally created new gaming APIs to fully harness this performance. The newest API, NVN, was built specifically to bring lightweight, fast gaming to the masses. Gameplay is further enhanced by hardware, accelerated video playback, and custom software for audio effects and rendering. We've optimized the full suite of hardware and software for gaming and mobile cases. This includes custom operating system integrated with the GPU to increase both performance and efficiency. NVIDIA gaming technology is integrated into all aspects of the Nintendo Switch home gaming system, which promises to deliver great experience to gamers. So that's probably the GeForce experience as well. So no, with all that being said, that they've redone this whole thing. They didn't spend all these man hours and all this time to take a Tegra X1 and downclock it. You can see right here that it's not going to be a Tegra X1 just downclocked and it just plopped into the Nintendo Switch. It's fully custom. It's custom, newest APIs, hardware accelerators. There's all sorts of things that they've been working on. It's not just a Tegra X1 plopped into the Nintendo Switch. I mean, if that is the case, if it does turn out to be being that, then they lied right here on their blog, on their official blog. Then they 100% lied, because you're not customizing anything if all you did was take a Tegra X1 and downclock it and there's no benefits or added things. So they're damn liars if this turns out to be true, that it's just like someone reverse engineers it and all they found was a Tegra X1 downclocked. Then they're liars and they did none of this stuff. But I don't believe that that's the case, you know. So we'll see. Okay, we got some idiots in the chat here. So let's block that idiot. All right, moving on. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna go back to not that. Okay, now I'm all mixed up. Okay, there we go. All right, so let's reload this. If you guys want to ask questions, go to the link that I made there. Let's see here. Ooh, man, there's a lot of questions. Jesus Christ, where did I leave off? Okay, Green Bull. Will the Switch have simple games like DS game, or they go with advanced developed games? They'll have both. They'll have indie games. They'll have like what would you consider a DS style game or something like that. It'll have that, and it'll also have advanced games. You know, it'll have everything, a big range of stuff. Dave J, do you think Nintendo Switch Mini? I need to have a freaking mod. Anyway, Nintendo Ultra, be a mod right now. I'm going to promote you to mod. Ultra, can you be a moderator? Thank you. All right, Ultra, do some modding for me, dude. If you see anything dumb, please help out. Where's Pokemadness? Pokemadness, be an odd as well too. All right, Pokemadness, 1996 and Ultra. You guys are both mods. If you guys can help me out here, that'd be great. So I don't have to worry about people posting dumbass shit. Okay. Let's see here. This question comes from Dave J. Studio Q, you're in the chat too. Studio Q, be a mod as well. You guys want to be mods? Mod hype? I mean, I want to make sure I make the right person a mod. It's moving too fast. Never mind, Studio Q. If we need you, then that's fine. Congrats on the mod. Congrats on the mod. Shit's going to be lit. Yo, what up, RGT? We in here, Joy-Con boys. I want to be a mod. You get to be a mod, and you get a mod, and you get a mod. You get a mod. RGT, what up, what up, what up? Unmute. Oops. I want more power. Get to the chopper. I did a hiccup right when I was about to say, get to the chopper. Look at my wrench. Bro, look at my wrench. I got the hiccups. Nintendo Ultra made me laugh. Mod boys, bro, calm down. One more power. It's getting lit in here now. That's what's happened. That's what's happening. It's getting lit here. Yo, what up? Who else is in here? I think I saw Video Gamer. I saw Nia. What up, Nia? The twerking queen. The Turk Queen is in here. Go subscribe to Nia's channel. Go click on her icon, the video gamer, and go subscribe to her channel right now. All of you guys. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe right now. Do the same thing for RGT 85, Nintendo Ultra, Studio Q, Usman, and I think that's it. Joy-Con boys. Man, I'm having a good time. Jay Turner, what up? What up, Jay Turner? Merry Christmas to all. Merry Christmas to all. Shout outs to Attica. Got that Gal haircut. Good stuff. I like Gal. All right. You guys ever notice sometimes I'll have a cup with like a handle and I don't even use it? I'll be like, what's this for? Why would I do this? It's like it's right there for me to grab, but yet I still do this. The world's backwards. Oh man. Let me get back to these questions here. Drunk stream. I need to have a drunk stream. The thing is, I don't really drink. I'll probably have about like per year, I'll probably have about 3 or 4 beers per year. And that's just basically like special occasions. If I see it, someone like left one, I'll be like, all right, there's one there. But I don't ever spend my money on alcohol. I haven't spent $1 on alcohol. I haven't spent 1 cent on alcohol for me in years, since like my college days. So it's been ever since I graduated and money became like a real like thing that I needed to save and stuff like that. I haven't spent $1 on alcohol. What do you think Nintendo's chances of supporting HDR with pretty much no performance loss? That comes from Storm Prince. I don't know. I have no idea. All right, next question comes from let's see here. Dave J. Do you think Nintendo Switch Mini or the new Nintendo Switch released within 2 to 3 years of the NS launch? Yeah. I definitely think it's possible that there's going to be some type of revision for it. Dave and 23. Do you think Nintendo and Japanese third-party devs will continue to make mid-tier $40 to $50 games? Yeah, I talked about this. Yeah, I think so. Bland Drew. I got to get through these questions. With talk of Nintendo licensing out their IPs to other devs to work on, if you could only have one, which third-party dev? Jesus Christ, with these in-depth questions. Which third-party dev would you want working on a particular game? Personally, I would give Sega a chance to work with Wave Race, since I think they are the king of arcade racers. Who would you pick? I would say Platinum with Star Fox, but Miyamoto came in there, was like, you're gonna do it this way. We're gonna have this, and this, and this, and this. You know, I was like, no. Like, this is what happened. Platinum was making a great Star Fox game, and Miyamoto busted into there like Dave Chappelle said, like with Howard Dean. I'm gonna chop that desk in half. Miyamoto came in there. He chopped that desk in half and said, "Stop making a good game." Platinum was like, "Okay, let's use where's it at?" Platinum was like, "Let's use this controller. Let's make better graphics. We don't need to use the gamepad." And Miyamoto said, Miyamoto flew in from like the sky, like jumped off of an eagle. I was like, no, like, yeah. Miyamoto was like, yeah. Chop that dust in half. Stop making a good game. He said, no, don't make a good game. I want gamepad. I want I want all of this. Oh man. I'm telling you, that's what Miyamoto did. He came in there straight up karate chop. Is Miyamoto left or right-handed? One of those two. Karate chop. Said stop making, but yeah, I would have said platinum making a Star Fox if you want me to be honest. But I would like to see maybe like a Western developer's take on Star Fox. Any one of the Western developers, like Ubisoft's take on Star Fox. You know, I don't know, just a Western developer, Retro Studios, or some type of Western developer's take on what they would do at Star Fox. So yeah, ambidextrous. Double chop, one chop. It was like one desk. Hideki Kamiya's desk, chop that desk. Then Hashimoto's desk, chop that desk with the other hand. It's like, hey, all you bitches, stop making a good game. Now make what I want. Wii U gamepad time. So yeah. Anyway, I'm not drunk, guys. I act silly like this all the time. This type of stuff that I'm doing in my room when I'm playing video games. Like I see something funny, I'll probably do that. And me and my daughter, we'll start doing stuff like that. All right, but good question, Blandrew. Made me go off on a tangent. Cross chop. That's a good move in Pokemon, I think. The Hindu, do you think Nintendo should bring franchises like Eternal Darkness, Fatal Frame, Metroid, F-Zero, Geist to make third parties more comfortable with putting their games on the platform, knowing Nintendo is putting franchises that are like theirs? Yeah, that would be great. I think that would be really good. So Shandon Jr., will Nintendo Switch get GameCube games? Yes. Jameson, if you had to pitch your idea to Nintendo for a new IP, what would it be? A fantasy RPG. I would like Raven Blade, like the canceled Raven Blade from Retro Studios, something like that. Yuri Q, thinking worst case scenario, if Switch were to have a rough start in whatever way you could think of, which Nintendo would you feel you would see? The Nintendo that revitalizes the 3DS or the Nintendo that left the Wii U at wayside? Obviously, it would be the Nintendo that revitalizes the 3DS because all of their games are coming to one system. Our fan, Ali, what are you expecting on the 12th, and how long do you think the presentation will be? I'm expecting to see like the UI. I'm expecting to see the good lineup of games that were going to be available. Obviously, a price point, or maybe not even a price point, but a price range, potential bundles that are available, and just games. And I think the presentation will be about an hour long. Do you think Breath of the Wild will be will be at launch or summer? I'm thinking summer, just based on the rumors, but who knows? Rosalina says hi. Hi, Rosalina. Michael Smith at PlayerEssence. What do you think is the likelihood of the Nintendo Switch getting a Final Fantasy 15 port, or do you think that won't ever happen? I would say that it's under 50%, and just because of the engine, I just think it would take too long to do that. I think that Final Fantasy 7 Remake is much more likely because it uses Unreal Engine 4. Is it Morosino, or just going to call him Nero? Nero, on a scale of 1 to 10, how hyped are you for the January event? I would probably say a good 9. Dave and at 23, do you think Nintendo should bring back Star Tropics and make it their big Western style RPG franchise? Yes, I've actually talked about that before. Daniel, is it Calorie? I have a calorie. Daniel Calories. I have this great idea. What do you think? VR Mike Tyson Punch Out. I like it. What 10 games do you want most for the Switch, even ones that are announced? Well, new Mario, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I would love to see a Skyrim that I can play on the go. We don't really have much. I would like to see a Dark Souls trilogy. Pokemon. So Pokemon Sun, Moon, and whatever else is the next one. Pokemon. I would love to see what else? Let me look over. I can see what other games. Obviously, like Xenoblade style game. I would love to see a port of Tokyo Mirage Sessions where they don't have that idiotic usage of the gamepad where you literally have to use 2 controllers. I mean, same thing goes with Xenoblade, as well. But I would like to see Tokyo Mirage Sessions or Tokyo Mirage Sessions 2, something that fixes that, because that's the one flaw in that game is looking down and up all the time with the stupid messages. I hate that about that game. I docked it 2 points because of that. If it didn't have that in there, it would have probably got like a 9.5 or 10. But I gave it an 8 out of 10 because I literally docked it 2 points because I had to look up and down like a freaking idiot because they're trying to act like a big old gamepad is like a cell phone. The dude in the game is carrying a freaking real cell phone. He's carrying this, and we're over here looking at something like this is a cell phone. This is not the same thing. Look at the sizes. This is not the same as a cell phone, Nintendo. It's not even close. Why are you trying to simulate someone carrying a cell phone in a game? It's not the same thing. Look how much, it's not the same thing. This is not the size of a cell phone. Oops, my bad. Jesus. So, get me worked up about Tokyo Mirage Sessions, man. I love that game. Man, I love Tokyo Mirage Sessions. But, man, that was some bad game design. I almost docked it 3 points. I almost docked Tokyo Mirage Sessions 3 points for that. Like, I was very close to docking it 3 points. Like, oh, man, that was close. That game made me stop doing reviews because I get so frustrated doing reviews. I get really frustrated doing them. Like, what score should I give this game? How much should I dock something? Just because I don't really like, and like the thing is, like, you can use the gamepad, I guess, like the whole time. Like, it was coming from the perspective of someone who's using the Pro controller to the gamepad, how you have to actually literally switch controllers, you know? So if you're using the gamepad the whole time, I guess it's not that bad. So should I dock it that much? Because someone who plays on the Wii U and likes the gamepad, they're not going to have as much of a problem as just holding the controller upright, I guess. So that's why I kind of stopped doing reviews, because it's so subjective on reviews. So subjective on things. Because to me, that pissed me off like no other. That really made me mad about Tokyo Mirage Sessions. Like, yes, that's true. I can always give reviews and you know, not give scores. But yeah, man. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I could do that. The screen is the phone. The screen's too big. What type of phone is that, bro? Like, they're trying to make it seem as if, oh, you're simulating, you're looking down at a real cell phone. Whose cell phone is that big? Whose cell phone is the size of a gamepad? Nobody has a cell phone that big. I mean, the Note, some of them are big, but Jesus. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. But Tokyo Mirage Sessions is actually the game that just made me say I don't want to do scores anymore. Like, I don't want to do reviews anymore. Like, oh yeah, but reviews take a long time. Like, man, I was editing that damn Tokyo Mirage Sessions review for it took a long time. Like, to cut up all the clips. And to put everything together, then the voiceover, then all that stuff, man, that takes a long time to do all that stuff, man. I don't even got the time anymore. Not only that, but I was doing Tokyo Mirage Sessions in between me in between me having jobs, because I lost my last job, and then I didn't have a job for a while. I was just doing YouTube, and then I found a new job after Tokyo Mirage Sessions. So I mean, at this point, I just don't have time to make reviews like I did with Tokyo Mirage Sessions, man. But we'll see. Anyway, Cookie Mama for Switch. Yeah, yeah, you're right, dude. Like, RGT85 says RPGs are hard as hell to review, man. So much work. I agree. They're just, it's like, and like people are asking me to review Pokemon Sun and Moon. I'm like, dude, I'm not even like halfway through the game yet. Like, I don't even want to do reviews anymore. I'll do like impression videos, but like, you know, whatever. You know. Anyway, we'll move on. Dave and 23. Do you think Nintendo should bring back Star Tropics? Oh wait, I already talked about that. Dave and 23 again. What do you think Garage Team will change with Splatoon mechanics to fit the Switch? I don't think they're going to change much. I think the Switch is going to have some type of accelerometer on there. So maybe on the go you can play it like you did before. I'm not sure. Maybe, probably. Actually, no, that's probably not going to happen. They had standard controls in Splatoon in the first place, so you don't have to worry about accelerometer because there's standard controls even in the Wii U version. The only thing that they're going to change is like, the map to where you can kind of see everything. They're going to make a mini map at the top, and they're probably going to make it to where like if you press like the select button, you'll be able to see a whole layout of the map, and you'll be able to maybe point or click to somewhere to where you can blast off to one of your teammates. So there's not going to be many changes, but there will be some. Yeah, impressions videos instead of full-blown reviews. So yeah. All right. Let's move on to more questions here. How many people do I have watching? Check my watches. 118. Shout outs to 118. Yo, shout outs, guys. Thanks for dropping by. Give me that switch. Thanks for dropping by, fam. Let's see. All right, that's the one I'm looking for. But I want to move this over here. But then, okay. All right, let's get to the next quote, because I know there's probably a lot more questions. If you guys want to ask a question, I'm going to post it in the chat right now. You guys ask questions right there. Will you ever forgive Sony? I've already forgive Sony. Newest first. Okay. Next comes from Arfan Ali. Do you think we will get a new Eternal Darkness on Switch after the patent being filed? No. I think we're going to get Eternal Darkness on the GameCube Virtual Console. Next question comes from Rosalina. Question, are you expecting anything from the new Mario title, whether it be music, multiplayer, online with friends? I'm curious what you would like from the new Mario title. I just want an amazing Mario title. I mean, I've always came to not talk about Mario games much, even like what I want, because Nintendo's never going to do, I don't even know what I want with the Mario title. Like, to be honest, like I don't know what I want with the Mario title. Do I want online multiplayer? I don't think so. Not sure if I want online multiplayer with friends. I mean, it would be nice. I mean, that would be great, right? But when it comes to Mario games, I mean, all you're doing is running and jumping, right? And I'm no expert when it comes to like level design and all that. So I just want a Mario game that controls good and good level design, and I'll play it. Like Super Mario Galaxy, amazing. Super Mario Galaxy 2, amazing. Super Mario 3D Land, amazing. Super Mario 3D World, amazing. So I don't even know what I want. Just make it, and if it's good, I'll play it. So I'm sorry that was a boring answer, but I mean, that's really what it comes down to Mario games for me. Just make a great 3D Mario game, and I'm there. I'm like I said, it's just running and jumping, right, at the end of the day. So make good levels. That's what I want. All right, next question comes from Dave and 23. Do you think Nintendo should bring back Advance Wars? Yes. Dave J, what is a chance for Nintendo to implement full achievement / trophy support? 50-50, I would think. And the reason why I say that is because Nintendo's never really never been about that. You know, I know they have some type of haphazard slapped on garbage achievement system that they try to do with Miiverse and all that, and I think it sucks, but maybe they expand on that. I would hope they would. That would really make me happy. Next question comes from Green Bolt. Will they make new game for Metroid, like Samus Aran, F-Zero, new IP? Sure. I think we're going to see a Metroid game with Samus. F-Zero, not so sure about. Maybe 50-50. New IP? Yeah, we're going to get new IPs. Jameson, next question. What's your opinion on Super Metal Dave's last video about the community? I think the video was it came from a logical standpoint, but I think at the same time we're overcomplicating things. I think that's the biggest thing right now that's coming from a lot of these YouTubers. Let me reel back. First of all, I really like Super Metal Dave. We're planning on doing a lot of stuff, and I think his video was completely logical. But at the same time, I think that we are looking at it from a very small scope. You know, if you look at all the people that bought the 3DS, are they sitting here and crying about specs and all that stuff? No, they're not. All the people in Japan, are they doing the same thing that we're doing over here? No, they're not. So we're looking at it from a microcosm of like the YouTube community. If you look at it from the larger side of things, when the games come out and people see the games and they see the price, if it's affordable, if the games are there, many people are just gonna think, okay, I'm gonna go buy it. Even if you have a PS4 or Xbox One, there might be some cool games that you're looking to buy. You buy it. I mean, people like to look at it in such a compare and competitive way, which it is competitive. I agreed. But at the same time, it's just games. It's just games. And if Nintendo brings the games, you're going to have people that are going to be happy. The problem right now is that, there's a lot of people that are, that are really negative about things just because of rumored specs. There's a lot of people that are trying to do that. And then you have people making excuses, and you have people, making excuses for the Nintendo Switch being weak, or you have people saying, oh, well, we need to see this. Whereas me, I'm just like, let's just see the games. Like whatever about the specs, let's just see the games. Once we see the games, once we see the lineup, once we see the price, a lot of this stuff will probably melt away, and it'll only be like the super hardcore fanboys, that are worried about specs and all those things. Whereas everyone else is just going to be like the 3DS has said, okay, well, that's fine. 3DS looks like crap as far as specs goes, but I can play Pokemon on it. So yeah, it's going to sell. So I think that's the biggest thing. That's what I want to talk about is people are just like overcomplicating things and like too much drama, too much overcomplication of just like a simple thing. It's a freaking hybrid, guys. It's a system that you no longer have to buy 2 systems to play Nintendo's games. That's all it is. That's all it is. If you're upset that if you're upset that that it's not there, that the specs aren't there, that's fine. But what it comes down to is it's just a system that plays all of Nintendo's games. I mean, plain and simple. Plain and simple. I am not I am not 19 years old. Like 10 years ago, maybe. Oh no, but I mean, no. I mean, dude, Dave's video, I think it's made from logic. It's made from logic. It's made from what people are saying. It's definitely not a bad video. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, it's just a system where you can play all of Nintendo's games. I mean, that's just I'll have to say that again in another video. That's all it is, guys. It's nothing more. It's nothing less. It's a console powered, that level of power, because we still haven't gotten a handheld at this point. Even when people talk about how powerful phones are, those games still don't look as good as a PS3 or 360. So we've got a system that's portable, that has power, that's above PS3 and 360 and the Wii U, and it can be played portably as well, and it plays all of your Nintendo games. I mean, can we stop making this thing out to be some type of enigma? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Next question comes from, but yeah, it's just his opinion. I don't think he's wrong necessarily. I think his video, I think it was still a good video though. I don't think it was a bad video. I think it was definitely a good video to hear his side of things and how he explained it though. So, I mean, I don't think there was an issue at all with it. What do you think the Switch, this is from Try Hard Black Guy. What do you think is the Switch's hidden feature that was not shown off yet, but devs hinted at it, such as Todd Howard and other devs hinted, but they said they couldn't talk about it? I think it's going to be more functionality things. I think it's going to be more stuff that you can do like Street Pass, some type of thing like that. Maybe there's a 4G. Maybe there's something to where that could intertwine with games, functionality, automatic downloading, something like that. Next question comes from Afrin Alley. Piggyback has teased the Breath of the Wild guides. Could be a sign that the game is near completion and could make the launch of the Switch. I want the game so bad right now. Oh yeah, that's definitely, it could definitely be something. If they're making guides and if they're writing them at this point, then yeah, that's definitely, yeah, I could definitely see that happen. There's a question from the comment section that I'll answer right here. Is from Rule Breaker X01. Why are third parties important for the Nintendo Switch? Third parties are important for the Nintendo Switch in order to provide a variety of games for many different people. Third-party developers often supply things that Nintendo doesn't, that a lot of gamers do like. So it's very important for Nintendo to have that. Also, it's important for Nintendo to have third-party games because Nintendo makes royalties off of third-party games. So the more third-party games that you have on your system, the more profitable that you will be. Nintendo sold around 300 million units of physical software for the Wii, but they sold around 600 million units of physical software for third-party software. If they get $1 or $2 off of each of those sales, you can do the math, right, guys? 600 million times whatever the case is, royalty fees. So that is millions, if not billions in dollars in revenue that they can get. So that's why it's very important for them to have third-party support. Okay, moving on to the next one here. So that's question. All right. Is it two watt things? How much do you love video games more than your kid? I mean, would you trade your kid for all the games in the world? No. What kind of question is that? I love my daughter more than anything in the world. She's my pride and joy. Like, I work as hard as I work, like at my job for my daughter. This website and this stuff that I do, I mean, I do it because I love video games, but all the money that I make from my website goes to my daughter's college fund. My daughter has more clothes and more shoes and more things that I ever had growing up as a kid. Like, she's surpassed everything that I've received in all of my child year, like all of my childhood, you know, up to 15 or 16 years old when I was able to buy clothes. She's already surpassed that. She is everything to me. My daughter means so much to me. Video games do not compare to my daughter. So no, it's not even close. It's not even close. My daughter is I love my daughter so much. I love her more than anything. There's nothing that I would trade for my daughter. I'll protect her through everything. I love her so much. So no. If you ever have a child, you'll see what I'm talking about. You know. So yeah, anybody who has children, if there's anyone that has, I don't know, many of you guys probably don't have children, but when you do have a child, you'll know that feeling. There's no feeling more than your daughter or your son saying, "Hi, Dad, I love you," you know, and "Dad, are you playing video games? Can I play?" Like, that is like the best feeling in the world. That's better than me actually playing the video games. When my daughter comes up to me and says, "Hey, Dad, what are you playing? Can I play too? Hey, Dad, show me how to play this." Like, it's such a good feeling. So yeah, but I protect my daughter from Bowser, of course. My daughter surpasses Uncharted 4. Of course she does. Oh man. Okay, next questions. Let's see. Okay. Alexander I'm just gonna call Alexander Holema. With the new Breath of the Wild guide. Oh wait, I already answered that. Is it Silver Golder? Will Nintendo stop their YouTube restrictions? No. Chad Evansdale. What is the number one thing you want to hear on the January 12th January 12th from Nintendo about the Switch? The number one thing that I want to hear is the UI. I want to see the UI. I want to see the features of the system. That's the number one thing that I want to hear, that they fix that. What are your thoughts on the election? Should I talk about this? So I'm guessing you're talking about the presidential election, of course, in America. So my thoughts on the election. My thoughts are that as a country, we need to learn to stick together, even in times that the person who was leading necessarily isn't everyone's pick. So that's as far as I'll go. We need to come together as a country and not worry about all the other stuff. Like, the person who was elected, he was elected, it's over with, and we can just move on and learn to stick together, you know. So yeah, we should all stand together, but at the same time, like, there's bigger problems in this country than someone, you know, who is just trying to run for president. There's so many other things that we can do better, you know, from an individual standpoint. So that's as much as I'll say on that. All right. So next question, Blandrew, would you want Smash Bros to get a new entry, or just have Smash 4 become a platform where new content is constantly be updated? I think a platform where it's just new content is constantly being added, and then they can release like a super version of that to where you get all that. At this point, there is no reason. Smash Bros has eclipsed. It's peaked. There's nothing else that you can do in terms of just making it more balanced. From gameplay, it's 1080p, 60 frames per second. For the next one, you want to make it 4K. It's still going to play the same. So for me, I don't really think there's anything else they can do. They can add just add content. People want a better single player, right? There's no need to really change up anything. And maybe you can even make the game mechanics a little bit faster. But to me, there's no need to actually make a whole new game from scratch like they did beforehand. There's no need to do that. Smash Bros has peaked. It's in its prime. It's exactly where you need it to be. They just need to tweak things with like adding more single player content for those who want it, adding more characters and balancing the game. And that's all they need to do. It should be a platform. To me, it's a platform. Splatoon is a platform. Mario Kart, those are all platforms at this point, and they just need to be add a bunch of content, then release like a super version like later down the line or however the case is. We saw what Mario Kart, like sales were consistent. It sold and it sold and it sold. I mean, it's at 8 million units. Think about that, guys. The game has only been out for a few years or 2 years. The game's only been out for 2 years. It's selling 4 million units a year. It's selling 4 million a year. It's still selling. Might sell another 4 million. I mean, who knows? I mean, to me, it doesn't necessarily need to be whole new releases every single time. Mario Kart, there's more that they can do, in my opinion, to make things better. But I don't think necessarily you need to tear everything down and then make a whole new one from scratch, you know? So yeah. Let me just block this idiot. I already answered one of his questions. This guy has so many profiles. Man. Like, Jesus Christ. This guy has so many profiles. He is the definition of a loser. Like, if you have that many troll accounts, you need to reevaluate your life. If you have so many troll accounts where I've had to ban you more than 5 times, you need to reevaluate your life. I've had to ban the same person from my channel more than 5 times, and he had 5 different usernames. The same dude, the same guy. Reevaluate your life, homie. I am going to type with a different username. I will troll with a different username. Like, what type of loser are you? What type of loser? What type of brain dead, retarded ass idiot is going to sit here and make so many accounts? You know good and well this dude's going to grow up. He's going to be living in his mom's basement for the rest of his life. By the time he turns 15, he's going to have 30 troll accounts. This loser. Jesus Christ, like seriously, like these dudes that come with these stupid accounts, like why? What? Your life must suck. Your life is bad if you make that many accounts. Bro, I've got 2 accounts. One of them I don't use anymore because it's for my last YouTube channel. And then I have my PlayerEssence account. And that's it. Who does that? You got to remember all these different passwords. Do you use different browsers each time you want to go on a troll account? Oh, I am going to troll with Firefox. Oh, I am going to troll with Google. No, now I'm going to troll with Microsoft Edge. Oh, Internet Explorer, here I come. Safari, like how many different, do you remember all of your passwords, bro? like how many, who does this? Like, bro, I can't remember my password to my old channel. I have to type it in like a million times. Do you really remember all the different passwords you have? Or, I mean, because you can't have the same password. I mean, you might be able to, but Jesus. Holy. Oh my gosh. It's insane. It's the same guy. Like, seriously, I've seen the same guy on Ultra's channel with a different username. When Ultra does his live streams, I've seen the same dude with like 3 or 4, because I know by the way he talks. When he talks about bongbongs and stuff like that, it's the same dude. Because he's the only dumbass that would say that. It's the same guy. It's the same guy. I'm not giving him too much attention. I'm providing entertainment for you guys. I think this is hilarious. I think it's hilarious. Trollville. Bong Bong. Who's the troll? No one's a troll. He got banned. Let's see here. Next question. Should Nintendo, this one comes from Rhino Roberts. Take a chill pill. I'm chill, bro. You guys want to see a show, right? Rhino Roberts 614. Should Nintendo have a premium online service similar to Xbox Live? I want to say yes, only if their service doesn't improve. So let's say Nintendo is planning, well, let's say they're planning to have a service that's similar to the Wii U for free, then yes, they definitely need to have a premium service for people who want more. But let's say that their service is going to be similar to the PS3 as far as that free service went, then no, then they don't need to charge for anything if they're going to have online that good. Jay Turner asks, do you think there might be any game engines that may have trouble running on Switch? Game engines? No, most games use proprietary Unreal Engine 4, Unreal Engine 3, OpenGL, Unity. I mean, Unity, Unreal Engine, and like Frostbite for EA. Then Ubisoft has their own internal engine that they use, which runs on Wii U. Most of Ubisoft's games can run on the Wii U too. I mean, from Rayman, Child of Light, Assassin's Creed, they got all that stuff running on Wii U. Even Watch Dogs, they got Watch Dogs running on Wii U. Watch Dogs 2 runs on the same engine. They just modified things. So no, I don't see any engines having trouble running on the Switch. To be honest, it supports everything that you need to support. Matthew Pipes, should Nintendo focus on Should Nintendo focus on third more on parties or on themselves? I think he's trying to say, should Nintendo focus on third parties more or on themselves? Nintendo should focus on making the best content that they can make and enticing people to buy their system as much as possible, and the third parties will come. Nova Bushido asks, sometimes I found Nintendo games a bit easy. Do you think some type of hard mode would be a good option to add? Gives more replayability. Also, and that could be one thing you might want for Super Mario. If you're talking about like Tokyo Mirage Session, Xenoblade, all of those games have difficulties to where they scale. I mean, based on what you want to fight. I wouldn't call those games necessarily hard, but you can make them harder. If you want to fight like a tougher enemy or do all the stuff, like do all the side quests or play online. So a lot of their games have like variable difficulties. It's kind of like how you want to tackle it. But I don't see their games being necessarily too easy. I mean, you look at Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze, you look at Super Mario 3D World at the end, like the end parts level, and even like some of the, once you get to like stage, it was like world like 4 or 5, it starts getting difficult. Then you add on top of that actually finding everything. So no, I don't think Nintendo's games are too easy. But I think that was maybe a problem that they had in the Wii era, but not anymore. All right, next question comes from Daniel Calari. Have you had any option on Nintendo stock? I think it's screaming right now. I don't care about stock, Nintendo and all that. Do you see Nintendo developing its own subscription service like PSN or Xbox Live? Oh, I talked about that. Dave and 23, how excited are you for Super Nintendo Land? I'm excited somewhat. I made a video on it. You guys can check it out. So yeah. Look at that. That's the same guy. Bong Bongs. I'm telling you, it's the same guy. It's the same guy. It's the same dude. I'm telling you, he will watch him make another one. He said, get that ass man G-Tab. G-Tab in the house. Shout outs to G-Tab. G-Tab. Shout outs to Low Tier God. Shout outs to Low Tier. Low God. Guys, go subscribe to Low Tier God. You might unsubscribe after you watch this content, but I think the guy's character is amazing. I think he is funny. I think he is hilarious. His live streams, he has more trolls than I'll ever have in a lifetime. Man, that guy. Oh my gosh, Low Tier God is funny. Oh, I see the crap. I see the stuff that he says. I see the stuff that he says. I see the stuff that he says on there. But I think it's also part of like his villain character. I also think it's part of just his villain character. So yeah. I have no interest in that guy to tell you. And you don't have to be. He's not for everyone. I just find his live streams funny when people troll the hell out of his live streams and like he bans them so fast. And like he has like a ban, like he has like a ticker for being banned. Like I think that is hilarious. I think that is so funny. Like he has a ticker for being banned, you know. So yeah. Let's see here. New questions. Jameson says game of the year. My game of the year. I gotta look over and see my games. My game of the year. I have to finish Final Fantasy 15, but I'd probably say my top 3 at this point, and probably what my game of the year will end up being is Fire Emblem Fates. I'd probably say Fire Emblem Fates is my game of the year. Nia, that's wrong. But yes, he's a very chiseled looking guy. Very chiseled. Very chiseled. But yeah. I'd probably say Fire Emblem Fates, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Final Fantasy 15. One of those, Bravely Second. I haven't even played that yet. Why am I saying Bravely Second? I have the game. I just haven't opened it yet. But one of those 3 games, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, Final Fantasy 15, or Fire Emblem Fates. And I'm probably going to give the edge to Fire Emblem Fates. So yeah. Yeah, Fire Emblem Fates. Oh, Conquest. Yeah, Conquest. I have Revelations. And I played Conquest first. So yeah, Conquest is good. Ooh, Doom? Real Gamer 27 says that. Oh, also, hey guys, go subscribe to Real Gamer 27 as well. For Game of the, or not for Game of the Year. Go subscribe to Real Gamer 27's channel. He makes some pretty good content as well. So yeah, I would definitely say, yeah, Doom is good. I only played like the demo of Doom. I have not played the full game yet. Brett Cummings says The Last Guardian. Yeah, definitely. Last Guardian's good from what I've heard. Monster Hunter, so many hours on there. Monster Hunter. A Low Tier God versus Viscant is the best shit ever. Not the gameplay, but the crap talking. Oh yeah, it's pretty good. Overwatch. Yeah, Overwatch. Overwatch is good. Pokemon. I'd throw Pokemon Sun and Moon. I'd also throw that into there as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'd throw that in there as well. I'm built like Majin Buu. What? Which Majin Buu? I'm built like the fat Majin Buu? I'm not fat. Wait, am I built like the little kid Majin Buu? I mean, I'll admit, I am vertically challenged, okay? I am vertically challenged. I'm only 5'9", but you know, there's guys that are shorter than me. I mean, I'm not tall. I'm not 6'5" like Low Tier God is, but you know, what can you say? I'm taller than my mom and my dad. I mean, I got that far. I mean, so hey, it is what it is. Fat Majin Buu, obviously. Why would you be that kid Super Buu? Come on. I'm not built like Fat Majin Buu. I'm not fat. I'm 5'9", 180 pounds, 185 pounds. I'm not fat at all. I don't have a big belly. So, I mean, I'm pretty, I got muscles. I'm pretty buff. I'm not fat. So, no, I'm not built like Majin Buu at all. The camera makes you look 6'1". No, I wish I was. If I was 6'1", I would be in the NFL. If I was 6'1", seriously, no joke. If I was 6'1", I would be in the NFL. Yo, screw you, Real Gamer. You damn tall dudes over here. Just because I'm not 6 foot. Just because I'm not 6 foot. Jesus Christ. How tall are you, Real Gamer? Jesus. Studio King, you're 6 foot? Oh, God. Now you're making me feel tiny. Now you're making me feel... How tall are you, Real Gamer? I want to know how tall you are. Okay, we got some 5'9" boys in the house. Nia says her boyfriend's 5'7", so 6'1", 270 pounds. Well, at least you're 6'1". You can lose weight, Real Gamer. If you lose weight, then you're good. See, I can't get taller. I can't get taller. So, okay. Pokemaster says I'm 5'8". You're probably still growing though, Pokemaster. I don't know how old you are. I'm 5'6". Oh, Blandry's tall. I know Blandry. You're tall and skinny. I do know that. So 6'2". You're 5'11", Ultra. Jesus. Ultra, how are you taller than me? I thought you'd be like. I thought you were my height. Oh man. Tall gamer, 87. 5 foot. Okay, whoever's 5 foot, you're a kid. You're obviously a kid then. Need some fertilizer, OJ. 6 foot. Oh my gosh, you're 6 foot and you're only 14. You're gonna be super tall. How tall are your parents, Alexander? Ultra, I thought you were 5 foot. I thought Ultra was like 5'8", 5'9". I didn't know he was 5'11". That's actually really tall. Ultra, people are tripping out over Ultra being 5'11". Yeah, Ultra, you do not look like you're 5'11" at all. I mean, you look thin. Obviously, you're thin, but you don't look at 5'11". I mean, I can see Usman being 5'11". I can see, I mean, Real Gamer, Real Gamer looks tall. I knew Real Gamer was tall, but I mean, yeah, 6'1". I wish I was 6'1". So, yeah. So your grandpa's 6'5". I get it from him. Okay, see that's why. Yeah, that's what happens sometimes, man. Like sometimes your parents are short and then you get tall, like you're tall. Like my brother is 6 foot. My mom is 5'3". My dad is 5'6". I'm 5'9". So I mean, I'm like almost 5. I'm like 5'9". I mean, I don't know the last time that I could measure myself, but like I remember I was like 5'8" and like 3/4 or 5'8" and like almost 5'9". So I'm about 5'9". Like with my shoes on, I'm 5'9". So yeah, Etika is super tall. Etika is like super, super tall. So yeah. Yeah, I keep switching topics. Well, we have to switch topics. This is for you guys. So we're gonna talk about lots of stuff. We're gonna talk about lots of stuff here. So okay, let's get back to the questions. Dave J, if you see the trend, Nintendo's latest RPG had localization issues and lack of Japanese or lack of voice acting. Do you think it will get worse, or do you think NOA is just being safe and making games for Wii and DS brand? I'm not really sure what your question is trying to ask. I don't think there's going to be any localization issues with, going forward in the future. If you were 6'4", you'd be in the NBA. No, you wouldn't. Being tall. No, hold on. Let me just say this right now. Let me just say this about being tall. And let me just say about the NBA. The NBA, you have to be skilled. 6'4" is not a super, super tall height for the NBA. If you're 6'4", you still have to be a very, very good basketball player. And if you're 7 foot, you get a little bit leeway. If you're 7 foot, or if you're 6'11", or heck, even 6'10", you can probably make it to the NBA just being an average player. But if you're 6'4", you need ball skills. You need to be able to shoot. You need to be able to pass. Okay, you're skilled enough in basketball. Okay. Because me, if I was 6'1", I would have had way more colleges knocking on my door. I was a 3-time All-State football player, but I was too short. Like a lot of the places, they're like, hey, you're not fast enough and you're short. If I was 6'1", they give you leeway on your speed. Because like I'm not a 4.4 40 guy. I'm a 4.5, 4.6 40 guy. That's too slow for my height. If you're 5'9" and under, you better run a 4.4 or you better run a 4.3, or you're not going to be going to a major school. So I had to go to junior college. And then once I went to junior college, I ran into other issues there with other players that were really good. And then when I went to Fresno State, there was Ryan Matthews and other players that were really good. So it just never really worked out for me. But if I was 6'1", it'd be a different case. It would be a different case. Anyway, more questions here. This has to derail, guys. Just let you guys know. This has to derail. This has to. This is for you guys. This is the last Q&A for 2016. It has to derail. Anyway, ask some more questions, guys. I'll be putting it down here. Someone is putting in Japanese, like hiragana or something in the chat. No, this is basketball used to be morning, noon, and night, 6 hours a day on the court. Okay, I didn't know you were a big basketball player. I didn't know it at all. I was a basketball player until I stopped growing. I won 2 state titles in 5th and 6th grade for basketball. I was 5'6". in 6th grade. I was 5'3" in 5th grade, and then I grew to 5'6". I played power forward, and then I played forward. I played forward in 3. I played 3, and I played 4, and we won 2 state titles. I was the best player on the team. I averaged 20 points a game, and we had a really good team. Obviously, it was a bunch of good guys. We won 2 state titles, and then I stopped growing, and then basketball went out of my future because then I just stopped growing. I only grew barely 3 more inches from there. So I was like, okay, football is going to be what I'm going to do. So I ended up being football. So my jugs. Yeah, my jugs. Okay. You get that ass timed out. That's what we're going to do. Take a timeout, little boy. Take a timeout, you little bitch. Anyway, so let's move on here. Let's move on here, man. Did you lift weights a lot? Because that could actually stunt your growth. I did lift weights, but I don't know. I mean, my parents weren't tall, so I don't think it stunted my growth. I mean, I'm taller than like I said, I'm taller than my dad. I'm taller than my mom. So I'm not sure if it really stunted my growth at all, So yeah. Let's see. You're like 5'8" in the 8th grade. Yeah. Let's see here. Do you think you guys can ask questions in the chat, I guess. Do you think Nintendo versus Capcom will actually happen, or was it just a pipe dream? It's probably just more of a pipe dream than anything. I don't know if that's actually gonna happen. Yeah, I don't think so. Should there be a Mario dodgeball sports game? Man, maybe. Why not? Do you think 2017 is going to be Nintendo's year? What do you consider as being Nintendo's year? Hey, OJ, what games do you think will be in the conference in January for the Switch? All the stuff that we've heard about, maybe some more. I'm not really sure. OJ, what are your thoughts on the NVIDIA Shield TV2? I haven't really researched much into it, so I'm not really sure what my thoughts are. I need to look at it more. Do you think GTA will be on the Switch? Rumors are saying Nintendo is going dark, or rumors are saying Nintendo is going dark. I'm not sure. I mean, I know Take-Two is part of one of the third-party developers that are going to be putting games out on there, but it could just be like NBA, so we're going to have to wait and see. 50-50 chance. OJ, did you catch Rogue One? It was flames. I'm not a big movie guy. I did get The Force Awakens, though, on DVD. Someone re-gifted it to me at work because they're like, everyone at work knows that I'm the nerd, and I guess one guy got it. He's like a dirt biking guy. He's not a like a nerd at all. And like somebody gave it to his wife, one of his wife's kids, because she's a teacher. She gave that movie to him, and then she came home with it. Like, what are we gonna do with this? And then that guy was, I have the perfect person to give it to, and of course he gave it to me, the nerd, at work. So that's how I got that. So maybe I'll be watching that at some point. Will Nintendo absorb Sega? No. Daniel Kalari, Takahashi Mochizuki broke the news about resolution levels. I did see that. I talked about that in a video. Next question comes from Poke Madness. Let's say the Switch is perfect online, third party, everything. One major flaw. Can you let it slide, like voice chat, for example? Is there one obvious flaw you can let slide? There's nothing that I can let slide, but I mean, I'm still gonna buy the system. So what does it matter in the end if I buy it, right? Rule breaker. Do you think Switch has the potential of failing? Everything has the potential of failing. Real Gamer says GTA has to be on the Switch. Don't spoil Rogue One. Yeah, no spoilers, guys. No spoilers. Don't post it. Don't post any spoilers, guys. I just got Watch Dogs 2 on PC for $30. Can't wait to play it. I still need to pick up Watch Dogs 2. Oh, actually, no, I bought Watch Dogs 2. I actually got a code. I got a code for free from a friend, so I just need to install it. Let's see here. Any other questions? Okay, here we go. Ink Viper. If there's a Pokken 2, would you like to see free roaming arena battle element removed or just close quarter 2D combat? No, I would like to keep the combat the way it is. That's what made Pokken 2. That's why I gave it a 9. I gave Pokken a 9 because of the innovation. Without the innovation of Pokken, it would be like a 7. But the game is innovative, so I gave it 2 extra points for it being innovative. So no, I'd like to keep it the way that it is. Let's see here. Let's see. Do you think Monster Hunter is finally going to be HD? Monster Hunter on the Wii U is HD, isn't it? Or do you mean like built with like an HD engine? You know, like ground up? Yeah, probably. Do you watch the Angry Video Game Nerd series? I've been watching Angry Video Game Nerd since he launched. I've been watching since the first one came out back in 2006, or even before 2006. I watched James Rolfe when he first started. I was right there when he first started. Merry Christmas to you, Squidbag. See you later, man. PC Rocks 1985. Yo, OJ, hope your family is blessed this holiday. F those weirdos. Yeah. Who keep coming? Yeah, dude. Screw them. But I mean, I can make them look stupid and ban them, so who cares? We have a Sega fanboy here. Good. We don't have enough of those. OJ, do you think the Switch will get the new Monster Hunter game or just a port? I think he'll get a new one. Do you think multiplats will even sell well on the Switch? Potentially. Little Pokemon days. OJ got wrecked. Stop lying, bro. America won when we played. It was America versus Canada, and America won. What are your concerns with Nintendo Switch? OJ is SJW for wanting to play a character he can relate to. It's not even that I can relate to him. He's a lot smarter than I am, more intelligent. He's a hacker. It's just having a character that's just a little bit of diversity. It's all good. Not a big deal. Would you ever get into the competitive Pokemon scene? It's a lot of fun. I used to be in there, not anymore. When do you think the Switch will replace 3DS entirely? By the end of 2017. OJ, I'm looking for headphones. Which ones do you rock? My budget is 100 to 150. I would get these skull candies right here. These are like $17 on Amazon. So for Canadian, it's going to be like $27 to $30. So yeah, I'll rock skull candies. They're easy. They're cheap. They're good. They work for everything. They have a mic in there, so you can use them for your voice chat. You can use them for everything for your PS4. Get some skull candies. Save yourself some money. You don't need to spend $100. Let's see here. OJ, how excited are you for the ukulele? About a 6 out of 10. Not super excited for that, but I'll buy it. What are your thoughts on open world Mario games? Should Nintendo take the Zelda route? No. Then level design becomes. They should take the Mario 64 route if that's what you're talking. Like, I mean, Mario 64, yeah, but not like completely open world. Does that make sense to do that? I mean, I don't know. Maybe like a spinoff. Maybe like Mario RPG. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, Mario RPG. Make a Mario RPG open world game. Pokemon Madness. What's stupid is that people complain about Nintendo's lack of power are the people who were never going to buy it. And that's not necessarily the case. I mean, we don't know that for sure. I think once people start seeing the games and people start seeing like what you can do with the system, I think all that will dissipate for the most part. There are questions on the website, I believe. Okay, let me switch back over. On the website? I'm not going on my website. I'm not going on my website to answer questions too. Got some questions here on the YouTube discussion page, so I'm going to go ahead and answer those. Dave and 23, do you think the Switch will get a port of Doom running Vulkan? I don't think so, but it's possible. What's the worst thing Nintendo could do to be turned off by them? Oh, wait, hold up. Jameson says, what's the worst thing Nintendo could do for you to be turned off by them completely? Not make any games. Pokemon 1096. Let's say the Switch. Okay, we already talked about that. Alexander, we already talked about that as well. Michael Smith, have you played Xenoblade Chronicles X yet? And what's your opinion on the game? Have I played Xenoblade Chronicles X yet? Yes, I have. And my opinion on the game is that it's very good, but there's some flaws that I would like to see addressed, which the main flaw for me is having to use the gamepad in addition to using the Pro Controller. If you're using the Pro Controller, you have to use the gamepad for mining and stuff like that. When you could have just, if you're using the Pro Controller, they should make it to where you can do the whole mining stuff and all that on the TV. They don't make it to where if you're using the Pro Controller, you have to switch and then use the gamepad, then switch back, use the Pro Controller. Like, that's stupid. That's stupid game design. If I was to give Xenoblade Chronicles X a score, based on that alone, it wouldn't get a 10. It wouldn't get a 9. I'd probably give it like an 8.5 out of 10 or like an 8 out of 10. And because of that, that's a fatal flaw. Like, if you switch back and forth, that's a fatal flaw to me, to where you're going to get docked at least 1.5 to 2 points for that. That's stupid. No developer should ever do that. No developer should ever make you have to switch controllers. That's the dumbest. That's the dumbest. Like, if a developer makes you actually have to physically change the position of a controller, or you have to switch controllers, that automatically makes me upset. Like, when developers do that. I mean, it was okay for a little bit, but it got so tiring. Like, it got really tired. Like I used to be able to do it. I'm like, oh yeah, this is okay, but then I got tired of it, and I don't like that anymore. So yeah. Don't do that, developers. Don't do that at all. If you're playing on, and like it's like Metroid Other M. Metroid Other M, like you're playing like this, like and then you have to switch and go like this, and then you have to go like this. Like that's stupid. That's dumb. Why do you have to do that? So yeah. How many first party games are you planning on seeing in the first fiscal year? At least 20. At least 20 first party games. That's what I would think now that they have everyone developing on there. That was from the Hindu. The next question from the Hindu: How big do you think the map would be in Breath of the Wild? How much do you think it will sell? I think it's going to be at least as big as The Witcher 3, if not bigger. And how much do I think it will sell? I think in the first year it will sell at least 3 to 4 million copies. Oh, excuse me. The next question comes from the Hindu. How would you react if Nintendo said they are going third party? I don't know how they'd react. I'd buy their games on whatever system that Nintendo says. I think it would be upsetting because I think Nintendo has a lot to offer. Giving people less options on where to buy hardware is dumb. I don't think that's a good choice to do that because then it lets companies do what they want. You know, like the reason why Microsoft is doing so many good things is because they're being pushed by Sony. You know, the reason why Sony did things is because they're being pushed by Microsoft and Nintendo. So I always like to see competition. I think 3 consoles plus PC is a good amount for competition between each device, and I think that we need that. You know, you don't want people getting lazy. Whoever gets Nintendo's IPs, that'd be OP, be overpowered. Jay Turner has another question. I was concerned about that as far as game engines. And here's the next question: which Dragon Quest would you consider your favorite and why? My favorite Dragon Quest is Dragon Quest 8, and it's my favorite because of just the presentation, the characters, and what they did with the combat in the game. So yeah, Dragon Quest 8. All right. Let's see here. Any other questions you guys have for me? Should Nintendo go third party? That's a stupid question. Why would they do that? Or was Johnny the troll? Oh yeah, yeah. I timed him out. Now he's just gonna get banned. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. I think it might be the same guy. It might be the same guy. Mods are not doing the job that you guys are supposed to do. I'm not answering any questions based on that guy. There's no need to bring him up. There's no need. I mean, he has his opinions. He's you know, he has the right to make his own opinions and say stuff that he wants to say. Yeah, G-Tab. I'm gonna type that in the chat. G-Tab. G-Tab. Ultra slacking. Damn, I had to go get some pizza. I was eating some pizza watching the Game Awards. You got to have some pizza. It's okay. It's okay. You got to have pizza. What's life without pizza? What's life without pizza? How far do you think the next gen of consoles is? Next 3 years, we'll probably see the next like PS6 or something like that. What are chances of Persona 5 on Switch? I talked about that a bit for 50-50. Hey, OJ, do you think PS1 would survive if gamers were the way they are now, caring about graphics and all? Yes, because of the sheer amount of games. If all the games that came to the system came to it, yeah. Because, I mean, look at the Nintendo 3DS. You know, the 3DS, people talk about graphics, you know. So, yeah. What was the one thing you struggled with in high school? When I was in high school, I struggled with, like, I had this, like, I was very level-headed, but I had this stupid streak to me where I would just be a typical teenage boy, and I would say stupid things, and I would do stupid things. And that's what I struggled with. I struggled with being a teenage boy and saying dumb things and doing dumb things and not taking my education seriously. I think I was intelligent. Like, when I got into college, I was a 3.5 student. But in high school, I was like a 2.1 student or 2.2 student. I think I graduated with like a 2.2 from high school. But in college, I had a 3.5. So I'd probably say that's the one thing that I struggled with, was overhyping myself, being a little too confident. So, yeah. Let's see. Next question. Do you think a new Fire Emblem is being worked on? Do you think it will continue bringing children from the future to the from the future to the past? I think that there's definitely a new Fire Emblem being worked on. In addition to the Fire Emblem coming to the mobile games, and yeah, I think that the whole children theme will be something that they continue doing. Will the Switch be your favorite console of all time? It might be my favorite Nintendo console of all time. If they get the RPGs and stuff like that, yeah, it could definitely be. Do you think a new Fire Emblem is being worked? Oh yeah, I talked about that. Which generation of video games was the best? 16-bit era. Super Nintendo, Sega. That's the best era to me. That had the best generation of video games. So many RPGs: Chrono Trigger, Earthbound, Secret of Mana. Oh man, Super Mario World, Metroid, Super Metroid. List goes on and on and on and on. Yeah. I was a 0.9 in high school. Jesus Christ, did you even go? That's like showing up and writing your name on the page. How are you a 0.9? I mean, is that even though that was possible? Bruh. 2.9 in college, though. I'm straight now. Yeah, you bumped it up there by a good 2.0, dude. Jesus Christ. Will they add the sensor petting in Fire Emblem? Probably not. Would you love to see Nintendo bring back the Last Story IP? They have to bring back Last Story. I think that's something that'd be good. Do you think Nintendo is stupid enough to tie down digital purchase to hardware again? That would be lame. No, they're not. They're definitely not going to do that. Now with DNA in the mix, I don't think they're going to do that at all. Brett Cummings, if Nier 2 came to the Switch Blanche, you would die of happiness. Yes, he probably would. Alexander says, I have a 3.8. Heck yeah, dude. Continue that education. 3.8 is so good. Keep on doing that, man. It's all about education. Ooh, 3.9 for my MBA. How do you get into college with the night? He probably went to junior college, Usman. Junior college, it doesn't matter, like, what your GPA was. You just go. All right, you're gonna go play some Watch Dogs 2. Take it easy, man. Any thoughts on there going to be a Tokyo Mirage Session sequel? They need to fix the first game first. Get Tokyo Mirage Sessions fixed. Actually have people buy the game. Don't edit it. Get the Japanese version. Port the Japanese version to the Nintendo Switch. Fix it. Add some voiceovers, American voiceovers. Like repackage the game as basically a new game. Take out the stupid dual screen jumbo gumbo garbage, and then watch the game sell. Then we'll get Tokyo Mirage Sessions 2. Yeah, colleges just want your money. They want you to fail over and over again. They should reinvent Metroid. I've talked about this before. They need to reinvent Metroid. How about you show your gut? Never mind, there are children watching. Look at this guy. It's the same guy. Look at it. Same guy. Same guy. He's a troll. Look how many names this guy has. Block your ass, you little bitch. Oh my gosh. My gut's actually, I don't have a gut at all. I can't see too. I don't want to stand up, but I don't have a gut. Like I said, I'm 5'9", 180 pounds. So don't have a gut either. That guy has so many. He's literally making new YouTube accounts with new email addresses each time. This guy is a loser. He is such a loser, dude. If you're watching, you are a loser. You live at home with your mom, and you probably can't even afford video games, so that's why you troll. You can't afford video games, so you troll. Because anytime I see people trolling someone else's live stream, I'm like, that's a waste of time. You could be playing a game. You could be getting a girlfriend. You could be going on a date. You can be doing so many other things, but instead you're at my live stream and you're a little bitch because you got banned again. So, I mean, that's what happens to these trolls. You know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Like, seriously, there's so many different things that you can be doing, but you're at my live stream because you're a little bitch, you know? That's why you're at my live stream, because you have nothing better to do with your life. You have nothing better to do, so you come and troll because your life is trash. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you, bro, but your life is trash, you're trash, and you're a little bitch. It's just a fact. Just the fact of the matter. Can't change it. You can't change facts. I'm just being honest, guys. I'm just being honest. Just being honest. I feel bad for the troll. He's getting roasted. He keeps on making more. That's fine. That's fine. He every time he makes another one, I'll ban him, and then I'll call him a little bitch. Every time he does, I'll do the same thing. I'll ban him, and I'll say, "You're a bitch." So I get the last word. You're just a dude in the comment section. I'm here with my live stream with all of my users, and you're a little bitch. I mean, that's what it comes down to, right? Trolling you on Christmas Eve. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, we're going for 2 hours. Wrap it up. Guys, let's go. Questions. Let's pen out those questions. Let me get some more. Get some more questions, guys. Get some more questions. Anything else that I've answered so many. Let me see if there's more on here. News first. Yeah, you know, Pokemon Madness 1996. What's the pros of Nintendo being stuck in the past, in your opinion? I'm not sure. What kind of question is that? Them being stuck in the past? I don't get it. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't understand. OJ, what you get us for Christmas? I got you guys this live stream, dude. Trolls lives matter. Are you going to play Rayman after this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to play Rayman after this. Yeah, I am. So you guys can stay tuned for that as well. It'll be I'll have to shut this one down and then go to a whole different thing. But yeah, I'm going to play Rayman. Why do you always wear the 49ers hat? Well, you said, why do I always wear the 49ers hat? Maybe you're right. Maybe I'll take off my 49ers hat. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, never mind. I lied. I lied. I'm sorry. I had to. I had to, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. I wear 49ers hats because I like 49ers hats, okay? I'm a big 49ers fan, and I like 49ers hats. So, yeah, that's why. I've been waiting for a while to do that one. That one's been in the cooker for a while. Thoughts on PewDiePie and YouTube as a viable platform going forward in the future? YouTube is a very viable platform. YouTube is it's good for people if you just want to make some side money. It's good if you want to start a career. It's hard to do a career off YouTube, but you can. It's a very viable platform going forward, you know. So yeah. OJ is bald and he's scared of our opinions. I'm definitely not bald, but I'd probably say that I might be thinning in a few areas. Maybe I'm thinning in a few areas, but I'm definitely not bald. Sam, you live streaming the January 12th event? Heck yeah, I'm live streaming the January 12th event. My thoughts on Colin Kaepernick. He's an okay quarterback. Is he a starter? Yeah, I think in the right system, he's still a starter. I think the 49ers organization as a whole, they're idiots. Excuse me, and they never should have got rid of Harbaugh. And the fact that they doomed this franchise for the next 5 to 6 years because they got rid of Harbaugh, because that's how long it's going to take them to find another quarterback, to build up the offensive line, to get running backs, to get some receivers, to get some better defensive linemen, kind of need some corners. I mean, their safeties are okay. Need some more linebackers. I mean, special teams aren't that great. I mean, all around, the Niners just suck. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They need everything. So when they decided to not bring back Harbaugh, that was the worst decision that they could ever make. So he said it's like Double D from Ed, and Eddie. Taking off the hat would disrupt the natural order, causing the reality to collapse. Yeah, it would, definitely. Oh man. Hey, look at that troll's back. That troll's back. Yo, the mod's on it though. They on it though. They on it though. I see you guys. Look, he put that number 1 though, so he's gonna come back with 2. He's gonna come back with 3. He's gonna come back with 4. Y'all just be on it though. Y'all just be on it though, mods, because you know his dumb ass is gonna come back. We love in Harbaugh at Michigan. Yeah, I know you guys are. I know you guys are. Man, so stupid, so dumb. Why couldn't Nintendo sell the Switch with a standard X1 at 150? They could, but I don't think that's going to be profitable for them to do that. And I don't know if it's going to be able to. I mean, they'll be able to run stuff, but it's better to have your own customized chip. Nintendo said that if they stopped making hardware, they would take their IPs and leave the industry, and they could thrive in other things like movies if they didn't do gaming. I don't think that's the case. They wouldn't do that. The Patriots are okay, but they're nothing special. Hello, comments don't kill me. The Patriots are definitely special. Tom Brady's special. He's 39 years old, and he's playing better than when he was 29 years old. So, I mean, yeah, the Patriots they're very good, and they have a very good chance at winning the Super Bowl again. Do you know Ryan Swayze? No, I don't. Who's that? Do you think they should have made a traditional console or a hybrid? Looking at what they're trying to do, I think that making a hybrid was probably the best interest for them if they don't want to make another hand. Like if they don't want to split their user base again, that was probably in their best interest to make a hybrid. If you don't want to split your user base, that is. Will you go and play Nintendo Switch after January 12th event? Yeah, they have an event in Los Angeles, I think in February. I'll be at that one. Can't wait for Spider-Man this July. It's going to be lit. Yeah, I think you're talking about the video game and the movie. You probably like both, right? So yeah. Get out of here with them Dallas Cowboys. Real gamer in the playoffs. They'll be as dead. I think he meant to say they'll be as dead as Sega. Well, Sega's not technically dead, are they? So I think Cowboys can go a long way, man. I think they can go a long way. If the Switch is $300, I'm worried. If it's $250, I think it'll sell like hotcakes. $200, I'll cry for joy and buy 3 of them. Yeah, I think that's a good pricing. That's a good pricing structure. I think it'll be $300, and I think it'll be $250. I think there'll be 2 options. There'll be a $250 and there'll be a $300. Because the Mario Bros. Movie was so good. Yeah. Modding mods. Do you think Watch Dogs 2 will come to the Switch? Yes, I do think Watch Dogs 2 will come to the Switch. Nintendo can do a lot at the same time right now. Yep, they can do a lot. Would Nintendo really do that, leave if they were out of the hardware? They wouldn't. And they won't get out of hardware because they make so much money with mobile. They make so much money with like theme parks and all that. Whenever they have a rough stretch, they'll be able to have money to cover for it. He says, Pokemaster says, and Nintendo should not copy paste. Why people buy Nintendo system? I can't understand what you said. Nintendo should not copy paste. Why would people buy a Nintendo system? That's the same as the other systems. Yes, I mean, I agree. I definitely think they should always do something unique or innovative. But I think that their games are the big differentiator between them. Love this video, man. Yeah, I love you being here, man. I like all you guys being here. Will you go to Nintendo World Japan? If I can, I'll go. Yeah, Sega's dead. They're not dead. Sega's still here. Sega bought Atlas. So if Sega's dead, then Atlas is dead. How will the Switch appeal to esports community? Splatoon. Sega still love. Final question now that Nintendo has renewed their copyright to Eternal Darkness. Do you think we'll be seeing a new one for the Switch? Not a new one, but the GameCube. Sega equals Xbox. Yeah, kind of. I think the trolls are bitches with no lives. Yes. Because Watch Dogs 2 is really good. Yeah, I've been seeing Real Gamer play that on Xbox One. So yeah, it's definitely really good. Yeah, Nintendo's like Bill Gates. They can do what they want. Not quite. Well, you know, at this point, they are kind of getting Bill Gates money, but they still got a long way to go. Are you a video gamer guy or a movie guy? I'm definitely a video gamer guy. I'm not big on movies at all. OJ, will you go to the Switch event? Yeah, the one in Los Angeles this February. What are your thoughts on Spawnwave? My thoughts on Spawnwave is that he's a very good YouTuber. He's exploded in popularity. I think 2 to 3 weeks ago, he was at 1,000 subscribers or something like that, somewhere around there, 1,700, 1,500. He's exploded. A lot of people share his videos. I think his videos are very intelligent. I think they're well made. He's been doing some funny videos as well. So yeah, I actually really like Spawnwave. You guys should all go subscribe to his channel. Like when people say Nintendo hasn't modernized in terms of online and behavior, they're taking small steps. So it's just one small step at a time. Will you be live streaming Switch gameplay? I'll be live streaming Switch. Like once the Switch comes out, I'll have a set dedicated live stream. Like you guys will have a dedicated live stream, like with times like Tuesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, or something like that. You will have dedicated times for Switch games when that goes up. Yeah. So when the Switch comes out, you'll be seeing Let's Plays, live streams, news videos. There's going to be a lot of action on this channel once the Switch comes out. So stay tuned for that. Spawn Wave is a god. Are you doing a Switch giveaway? Maybe not. Maybe not. Not sure. Can you give me a shout out? I'm your biggest fan, hands down. You're an amazing YouTuber. I'll just say it. Okay. Oh my God, you are definitely not. You are definitely not my biggest fan. And no, I will not be giving you a shout out. Why are you lying to yourself, dude? Why are you lying to yourself? You came on my channel and you complain and you get mad at me all the time. What are you talking about? You call me names. You do all this stuff. Then you try to tell me to give you a shout out. Good having you here, though, dude. Rule Breaker, Spawn Wave is awesome. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Yeah, you should definitely subscribe. Do you think Nintendo will work with Miss Walker for another game like Last Story 2? I hope so. Yeah, me too. I hope so. Will you live stream Breath of the Wild? Yes, I'll be live streaming Breath of the Wild. Switch giveaway. What Switch? Nobody will be able to buy that for 2 years. I'll probably have like giveaways on like Breath of the Wild. Any thoughts on 2GG starting a Smash circuit? I talked about that in my last video about Smash. Yes, I'm going to be going to some of those with the Smash circuit. So I'm really looking forward. To that. So yeah, I am really happy about the Smash circuit. I think that's really good. It's going to bring a lot of spotlight to the Nintendo Switch once that system comes out and it can get in there. So, are you going to play Switch games with Obi-Wan? Probably not. T-Dude, imagine if Miss Walker took the same Square Enix approach of making the Last Story sequel for the Switch. That would be awesome. How's Final Fantasy 15? Is it a good game? I love Final Fantasy 15. I'm 40 hours in, and I'm still not even on Chapter 2. You don't understand why they say Nintendo has terrible marketing. I think Wii U is only bad marketing. Yeah, just the Wii U was bad marketing. The 3DS was good, and the Nintendo Switch so far is good. Technology, gaming, Emperor, YouTube, Spawn Wave, indie games on the Switch. We need a OJ Thug Life compilation. Yeah. What are your favorite YouTube channels? My favorite YouTube channels: Nintendo Ultra, Usman, Studio Q, Real Gamer 27. The Video Game Her, RGT85, Super Metal Dave, Spawn Wave, Rob from Rule of Two Review, Super Brothers, Drone Crusher, Drone Crushers. Am I missing anyone? I think that's it. Yeah. I like Dr. Trey. There's a lot of good YouTubers. Chad Chonick, he's funny. Zero, the Smash player, Zero. His channel's good. Nairo's channel's good. Beefy Smash Dudes is good. I want to make sure I get everyone's channel. Shokyo's channel is good when he actually uploads videos. I used to watch Classic Game Room a lot. Mizzy, Terminator Juice, Shadow Fox Infinite, Mega Gamer, all those guys, they're all great. All great, man. All great dudes. I'm an up and coming YouTuber. Be on the lookout. Definitely. Let me know your channel. Link me. I'm on Twitter. Link me your videos. I'll watch. How often do you watch Etika? I used to watch Etika a lot, but I mean, like, Etika's I'm subscribed to Etika, but his videos are like, you have to be drunk, or you have to be very, very, very immature to actually like really enjoy his videos. Like, I think the fan base is definitely on the younger side, or people who, I'm not trying to diss him, you know, because I like Etika, and like I used to share Etika's videos all the time. I've been subscribed to Etika since he had 50,000, no, less than, since he had 30,000 subscribers. I just think that his videos are just really like not immature, but like they're just, I don't know. There's just something with his videos that just kind of, it's just, I don't know. It's hard to say. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's not the fact he's wild, but it's just like, like, I don't know. It's just hard to explain. I mean, but like I said, I subscribe. I like him. I actually really like his channel. He's a good YouTuber. He's a great YouTuber. He's a big YouTuber. So yeah. Let's see here. Very dankish or memeish. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's like very, you know, like memeish and very like, you know, crazy with like wild stuff in there. Like, you know, like he'll like title like live streams like Nintendo's coming after me, or, you know, like he'll have like a knife and like he'll be standing there like with his shirt off, like, you know, he'll like standing, like he'll just be doing weird, like just really weird things for people to get really weird reactions, you know. So yeah, you know. So that's that. I want to know your opinion on Rule Breaker. I'm not sure. I don't know who's Rule Breaker. I don't know who Rule Breaker is. Who is that? Okay, guys, chill out. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Obi. There's nothing wrong. I think Obi's channel. The reason why Obi's channel is good is because he's taking his concept that he wanted to bring, and he's bringing it to YouTube, and he's gaining a huge fan base because of that. I've been subscribed to him since he was barely 1,000 subscribers, you know, even before that. I think he was like at 400 to 500 subscribers. And what he's doing is that it might not be for everyone, but what he's doing, he's building his reputation, his brand on what people want to watch. And YouTube, people want to watch that type of stuff. So you can't hate on him when people are subscribing, people are watching. He's editing his videos, you know, it's high quality. It might not be for you, but I can respect him for the work that he is putting in. So yeah. Sharkman, yeah. Let's see. Do you think Switch is too weak for Final Fantasy VII Remake? No, because Unreal Engine 4. Because Unreal Engine 4 is on Nintendo Switch, so exactly. Nothing wrong with being positive. Exactly. Yeah, King Avery. I actually really like King Avery's channel too. Yo, subscribe. Hey, go subscribe to King Avery's channel. That's a good channel as well. Subscribe to there. He makes good videos. But King Avery, you don't check your freaking Twitter messages anymore. Any other questions? What is your job? My job is to recruit people and get them jobs. I'm a recruiter. My job is to recruit other people to get other jobs. So I call people on the phone. I say, hey, what are you looking for in your career? What technologies do you use? What do you do? They tell me. I say, okay, I think I have this job that you might like. Here's the job. That person goes and interviews. Hopefully they get the job. Once they get the job, I get base pay plus commission. Simple job. I'm a recruiter. Let's see here. T-Dude, PlayerEssence, Super Metal Dave, Spawn Wave, Shark Boy are my favorite YouTube channels, including King Avery. Yeah? Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Super busy lately shopping. Yeah, I know. Seriously. What is my favorite color? My favorite color is red for Nanners. Red and blue. I've already talked about how big I think the Breath of the Wild world is going to be. OJ is a boss at his job. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm definitely not a boss. Let's see here. Yeah, Active Gamer Life is really good. He's good too. What up, man? What up, Real 2 Review? Rob in the house. Everybody go subscribe to Rob's channel. Go see Real 2 Review. Click on there and subscribe. I think they've hinted about what's that, Life Afterbirth Plus on the Switch, The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. I think they've talked about that. What did you ask Santa for Christmas? 1 second, guys. So these are all the games that I purchased for no reason. Oh, hold on, one more. Okay. So I purchased all of these Xbox One games just because. Not because for Christmas for myself. I purchased Gears of War 4 because Gears of War 4 came with this for free from Best Buy. I didn't want the game. I wanted the mug. I wanted the mug, so I bought Gears of War 4 so I can get this mug. And when I go to work, I am going to be a boss with this mug. So that's that. I bought 2 copies of Deus Ex Mankind Divided Day 1 edition. They're $15. And I bought a copy on PC. So this one's brand new. Haven't even opened it yet. I bought this game because it was $14. I bought this game because it was $5 at Best Buy. Brand new. This game's not even open. Bought this game because it was $14. So I got a bunch of games that I haven't even played. That's in addition to Fallout that I need to finish. Final Fantasy 15. Still need to finish Recore. I mean, I've got Bravely Second sitting over there. There's just too many. There's just too many. But I've got this Gears of War 4 mug. So I think in the end, I win, right, guys? I think I win in the end. In the end, I win because I have this Gears of War 4 mug. It's really what it comes down to is that I have this mug. So is it Deus Ex? Deus Ex. Okay. So sorry. Deus Ex, Deus Ex, Deus Ex, Deus Ex. So yeah. I got a mug. That's that. So yeah. I still need to buy Rise of the Tomb Raider. I haven't even played the Tomb Raider. Oh, and I bought Rayman Legends on the Xbox One. And I bought Rayman Legends on the Xbox One digitally. I bought Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition digitally. I mean, I have too many games. There's too many games. I have the Gamers Club card. Yeah, I do have the Gamers Club card. That's why I bought all of those games from Best Buy. All of those games, these were all from Best Buy and all with the Gamers Club. So you saved 20%. So yeah, all of these were from Best Buy, except for this one. I'm going to live stream this one because this one's interesting. So I'm definitely going to live stream this at some point. But I bought this one from Amazon. This one was from Amazon, but everything else was from Best Buy. So yeah, the mug was an exclusive from Best Buy. The Gears of War 4 with the mug was I don't even know if I'm going to play this game. I opened it and I installed it on my Xbox One, but I don't even know if I'm going to play it. And I bought an Xbox One S, and I have Battlefield. I have a digital code for Battlefield that I haven't even redeemed. So now I'm just buying games just for the hell of it at this point. Yeah. It's so good. Play it, bro. Play which one? Which one? Which one are you talking about, Rob? Which one? All those games that I that I talked about. Which one? Oh man. Oh, Joe, are you still boycotting Sony? I don't have an official boycott on them like anymore because they issued another apology to me. But I mean, I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy their games, you know. Um. So yeah. What's your best 10 worst game of all time? I don't know. What are you trying to say? Who's ready for Christmas? I'm ready for Christmas. I'm ready to get this break. Ready to get this break for work. Oh, Gears. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely play Gears. Is Recore a good game? I think Recore is good. Yeah. Yeah, I think Recore is pretty good. OJ, do you think Sony will ever make it portable again? No, but I think they'll make a revision of the PS Vita at some point. I personally never got a Wii U because for me, every Nintendo console seller was a 3D Mario. I guess. OJ, I can barely afford 3 games. The struggle. Yeah, that's because you're in college, dude. Once you get out of college, then you won't be struggling. I have a job. I have a full-time job. I get paid base salary. I get paid commission as well. I get paid we get checks every single week. I always have money coming in. I have YouTube. I make a little bit of money on YouTube. So, I mean, don't worry about me being able to afford games. Like once you get like I'm an adult. I'm old. Okay. You're young. You're still in college. When I was in college, I couldn't afford games either. So, you know, don't worry about that. You'll get to the point. But when you grow up and you're an adult, you don't even get the time to play all these games. When I was in college, I played so many more games in college. I could only afford maybe 1 or 2 games a month in college. No, 1 game about every 2 months or so in college. That's all I could afford, you know. But I used to play so many more games because I would buy that game, I would play it, I'd enjoy it. Maybe I might get 2 games in 1 month, maybe a cheaper game, wait till a game is used. But when I was in college, it was all about waiting till the games were like on Amazon. You can get them for like $20 brand new. It's like usually my budget was like at least maybe, $60 a month or something like that for games. I would wait for all the games to become $20 and then I would buy the game and then I would buy it and play it. So that's what I would do when I was in college. So yeah. I hope Donkey Kong 64 will finally be available on Switch. Yeah, maybe. Wait, I'm gonna go make a video. Go make a video, bro. Okay, Pokemadness. I got it. I've heard you say that, dude. You got it, man. Do you prefer to focus on one game or multiple games at a time? When I was younger, I used to focus on multiple games, but now at this point, I usually just play one game at a time. What is the top 10 worst game that you've played on any system? I don't know. I usually don't play bad games because I usually know what the game that I'm buying. But like Sonic Boom is probably the worst game that I've played on Wii U. Yeah. When you're at no more 500-hour Monster Hunter sessions when I'm out of college. Man, I used to go on Fallout. Man, I remember Fallout 3. I played that game so much in college. Man, I got all the achievements. Such a good time in college. So good. Yeah, enjoy college while you're in there. I'll tell you something right now, guys. College was lit for me. Man, college was fun. Man, college was fun. Jesus Christ, college was fun for me. And I didn't even go to a big party school or anything. I went to Fresno State. But man, it was fun. The people that you meet, the stuff that goes on, like the never-ending pursuit. if you're a guy, you know what I'm talking about. Like the never-ending pursuit, man. College was fun, dude. College was so fun. Oh man. Let's see. Would you repurchase it for Switch? Repurchase what? GameCube games? Sure. Have you beaten have you beaten Star Tropics? No, I've never beaten Star Tropics. What is the longest game you have played for a consistent amount of time without any breaks? When I was, you can actually still watch this video, guys. It's actually on my PlayerEssence gaming channel. Watch my PlayerEssence on PlayerEssence gaming, my Vanquish video. I played Vanquish straight for 15 hours a day, or 15. I played 15 hours, took a break, would sleep, would work, like go, because I used to do some training back in the day. I would work, come back home, then play 15 hours straight, get a little bit of sleep, then go to work, and I would play Vanquish to beat that challenge mode. Vanquish's challenge mode is the hardest thing, hardest game, hardest thing that I've ever done in my life. Try to beat that Vanquish challenge mode. That is my challenge to any of you guys. If any of you guys, if any YouTubers out there, who's never played the game, if you live stream you beating the Vanquish challenge mode, I will buy you a Nintendo Switch game. So any of the YouTubers that are in my network, or if you live stream that, you beating that, I will buy you a Nintendo Switch game, whether it be Legend of Zelda or anything. I will buy you one, and it will ship straight to your house on the day of the Switch, the day the Switch launches. If anybody can beat that, YouTubers that I know, or up and coming, I don't care if you're not even in my network. If you're a YouTuber, live stream you beating, and if you've never beat it before, because I don't want people, because once you beat it once, like you can go back and beat it again. You can't take someone else's footage. You can't have someone else playing you. So camera on you, beat that challenge mode, and I will buy you whatever game you want. I'm probably not gonna do a Switch giveaway. Yes, I checked out the Switch Force channel. That's a good channel. That's from Ghost Robo, who's a huge YouTuber, over 1 million subscribers. So yeah, go subscribe to the Switch Force channel. It's good stuff. Yeah, the Vanquish challenge mode. That is the hardest thing ever. I have still not to this day played a harder challenge mode or a harder thing than that. Yeah, go subscribe to Poke Madness 1996. I've already said how big Breath of the Wild will be. I've already talked about it. I said maybe Witcher 3 or bigger. So are there any takers in the chat section? Ultra? If you beat it, I'll be able, if you play it, I'll be able to tell if you've already played it before, so you can't trick me. Still haven't beat it? Yeah. Vanquish's challenge mode is that last part. Oh, man. I know Ultra can do it, but I want to see him live stream. I played it for 15 hours straight. I played it in 3 blocks of 15 hours. I played it for 15 hours, and I constantly lost. Like I said, I played it for 15 hours again straight, lost. And then on my last 15-hour block, I beat it. So it was 45 hours on just the challenge mode itself. I beat the regular game on the normal and hard modes. I beat that in like 8 hours or whatever, like 11 hours. But the challenge mode took me 45 hours to beat. Oh, and I was dehydrated 2 separate times and threw up 3 separate times during that whole stretch. Have I bought a PSP? Yeah, I have a PSP, but it's like boxed up in my closet or something. Shark Boy gonna have a new video. Hey, Nintendo Ultra, do it. If you live stream you beating that and you've never played the game before, I will buy you Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild when it launches, or I will buy you the new Mario game or whatever game that you want straight to your house day one. You should play Gears of War. It's an amazing series. I've played Gears of War 1, 2, and 3. I've beaten all of them. I just haven't beaten Gears of War 4 or Judgment. Is the Switch a day one purchase for you? Of course it is. Do you think the Switch in Japan will outsell the PS4 in the first year since it's a handheld with Splatoon? Yeah, it'll outsell the PS4 in the first year. No water. Yeah, I threw up. I forgot to drink water during the whole thing. I forgot to drink water, and then I got dehydrated, and then I ate something, then I threw up, and then on the second, I was playing it, and I forgot to eat, and I was just playing, and like I felt like a big pain in my stomach, and then like I went to the I had to go to the bathroom, and then I just threw up. Like it's getting kind of nasty here, but yeah, I had a Gatorade. I drank the Gatorade, and then I was just kind of up too long, and my eyes were hurting. And like I kind of had like a little bit of blurred vision, and then like I spit out some of the Gatorade. Yeah, it was pretty bad. You're not supposed to play games for 15 hours straight, guys. That's not, your body doesn't work. And like how fast Vanquish moves, like the motion sickness got to me. Like I don't get motion sickness, but you're not supposed to play games for 15 hours straight. And I had a twitch in my eye by the second 15 hours straight playthrough. I had a twitch in my eye that wouldn't go away. Like it was like kept on twitching, and then that twitch lasted for like about a month after that. after that, I was done with that. So that wasn't a good thing to do. Why did the PS Vita fail? Proprietary memory cards. Witcher 3 has passed 10 million units. That's a big accomplishment. Do you think there's such thing as a game being too hard to the point to where you would badly review it? Only if it was too hard to the point to where it was unfair. Like Dark Souls is hard, but I don't think it's unfair. Nintendo Switch 90 to 100 million lifetime sales. I doubt it. Who's the best gamer that you know? The best gamer that I know is Bootsy from the Angry Video Game Nerd. There's a guy that they game with called Bootsy. He's the best video gamer that I know, or that I've not that I personally know him, but I've seen. He can beat Battletoads and he can beat all the NES games like first try and stuff like that. Mike Tyson's Punch Out. Yosh says, do you think Nintendo will release a dock that could act as an internal graphics booster along with being a dock? I know they have such thing for laptops. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it is bad playing for 15 hours straight. You shouldn't do it. And if you are going to do it, make sure you eat and drink, like eat and drink water and stuff. 200 million to 300 million lifetime. I doubt it. Oh yeah, also subscribe to Game Over Jesse as well. That's another YouTuber. Game Over Jesse. Jesse is awesome. I do not live in Frisco. I live near Los Angeles. RBL Posse or rapping for Tay? Neither. I like my favorite rapper or singer or whatever you want to call him is who's my favorite? I don't know. Favorite all time is Eminem. My next favorite is probably like Beastie Boys. And then after that is probably like 50 Cent. And then after that is probably like some like underground guys like Immortal Technique or like Tech Nine. OJ, do you watch Review Tech USA? No, I don't. The No is good. Yeah, the No is not bad. Kind of cheesy for my taste, but it's all good. I think the Switch will have the entire 3DS Wii U install base automatically. Yeah, should. Take it easy, Chad's Evansdale. Shaggy was fire in the 90s. Shaggy wasn't bad. They play their own instruments. That's what's up. The Beastie Boys? Yeah, the Beastie Boys are awesome. Well, rip to one of them, but yeah. I mean, their music is legendary. They have such great flows, style. Beastie Boys, Intergalactic, man. One of my favorite songs ever, Intergalactic. Great stuff. Yeah, Tech Nine is fire. Tech Nine is awesome. Yeah, I don't live in Frisco. I'm like 4 to 5 hours away from Frisco. I'm way closer to Los Angeles. What do you think of Seasons of Heaven? Looks like it's going to be an interesting game. Yeah, very revolutionary, ahead of their time too. Beastie Boys, when Beastie Boys came out, they were like rap and rock kind of like mixed together. And they were way ahead of their time, like way ahead for like the 80s when they started doing their stuff. So Beastie Boys is awesome. Do you like Creedence Water Revival? Not sure what that is. Do you watch Commonwealth Realm? I do watch Commonwealth Realm sometimes. I'm pretty sure Seasons of Heaven, they'll fix stuff. Guys, it's still early. Just relax. I know. Rip MCA, seriously. Do you think the Pro Controller should be standard controller over the Joy-Con? I think the Joy-Con will come with it, but I definitely think you have to have the Pro. I think it'll be the standard controller, but we'll see. I think we'll see. Your thoughts on Cube Island for the Switch? I didn't even know Cube Island was going to the Switch. Rule of Two review says big fan of Commonwealth. Heck yeah, big fan of Commonwealth. He's a good YouTuber. He has like almost 50,000 subscribers. I've been a subscriber to Commonwealth since he had like 13,000. But anyway, I think that's it, guys. I'm not sure if there's anything else really. I'm just kind of going over random stuff at this point. So I want to thank everyone for coming out to the live stream. I really do appreciate it. And yeah. Good stuff all around. I think it was fun. You guys are awesome outside of a few trolls, but I mean, we roasted those trolls. It was no big deal, so that was fun. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be doing a live stream of Rayman Legends. Look forward to that. I'll probably be up like, give me like 30 minutes or so, and I'll have my live stream up of Rayman Legends. I think I'm going to do that. I'm pretty sure. I'll have like a posting up, and then I'll do it right afterwards. But I have to double check out a couple things, and then I'll do it after that. So yeah, Rayman Legends coming up pretty soon here. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. All of you guys in the chat, you guys are all awesome, man. Thanks for coming out, man. And we will see you guys for the next one. And yeah, live stream coming up. Follow me on Twitter, guys. One more quick thing for all of you guys in the comment section right now. There's like 75 of you guys watching. If you haven't followed me on Twitter, make sure you follow me. It'll be in the description below. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Facebook. Join the Facebook group, PlayerEssence. All of it's PlayerEssence. So follow me on all the social media. And of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and like the videos, all that good stuff. But please follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Give me a like. Give our page a like. All right, guys. Thank you so much, and we will see you guys. Oh, and your clip. I'll get you your clip. I'll get you your clip at some point. Jesus Christ, these deadlines. All right, I'll get you your clip. I don't really have many games for 2016. That's why I don't want to do the clip. There's like nothing that I want. There's nothing not that great. So whatever. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Thanks for coming out.